reason he attacked was because of your coalition, so...
Well, I mean...
I don't know.
The coalition wasn't even going to fire without him. It's like the H-rate shitters do not...
I mean, but that's why he declared it. Well, he joined the coalition, basically. I mean, I don't know. We play in another game as well, so I was talking with him at the point. Maybe we help the small German boys build up as well, instead of, you know, encircling them. Uh-huh.
Which ones?
What do you mean? You're like hugging half of Württemberg.
I've been helping Württemberg all game.
Oh, it looks like you got us surrounding him as well.
Right now? Yeah, that's because I can't push west, so I went north and took the Rhineland. Or whatever you want to call it, the Palatinate of the Rhine. And that's all adjacent to Bohemia, by the way.
What does Württemberg actually think of all of this? Because it's also bad for him if Bohemia gets stronger.
I have no idea. He probably wants me to die so he can get Bavaria. But at the same time, I was also kind of helping him expand the whole time. I'm not too worried though, because if Poland gets their levies over to me, I think we can win the defensive battle and push him off the fort, at which point that's really bad for him.
Yeah, then the war just becomes unwinnable.
Let me go get water, chap.
You won't be able to attack, but he won't be able to attack either, so...
Who's the emperor?
I think still Bohemia. I haven't checked emperorship.
What do you get for being the emperor? Is it manpower like E4?
I don't know, man. I have not played in the HRE yet. I think still Bohemia. I haven't checked emperorship.
What do you get for being the emperor? Is it manpower like E4? Mander's messaging me.
I don't know, man. I have not played in the HRE yet. Of course. Your kingmaker situation, eh?
I'll mediate the peace. What is the peace you're suggesting?
It took place
So
in Israel.
Oh,
And the only
What's
exception...
the proof of that?
And the only exception... Well, that's a good question. I'm asking you, have you heard
What?
about it? What do you think about it? This is a
I've not heard about it, and I would say I've not heard about it, and I would say that the ability to collect evidence of Google searches that's internal Google data, which would have to be leaked by a whistleblower. I don't believe that's real. That sounds made up.
Sounds made up. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, from what I've heard is that people did this did the searches themselves before they were scrubbed and found it after the fact, after the assassination.
Found what,
and
though?
then
Found
found
what?
that these things had been searched. And
How do you
looked at, like,
find that someone else somewhere searched for a thing?
I hate this fucking piece of shit motherfucker. I hate these people. I hate these people. I hate these people. Let me reaffirm how much I hate these people. Because he's not an idiot. Every time I see these guys' past or history or anything, or I've seen writings or reporting or things they've done, I'm like, wait a second. This guy's actually kind of smart. He's displaying a higher than average competency when it comes to understanding how you would even access this data. The only people who know anything about Google searches, this would have to be internal Google people. You can't just randomly fucking pull this shit from somewhere unless you have access to a person's computer, I guess, and you go and see their history. But it doesn't sound like the other guy's asserting that at all. And Tim is rightfully pushing on, like, how did you get this information? Who leaked this? Where did this come from? But it's because it's about a conspiracy that he doesn't like. So now the ultra critical thought hat comes on, and it's not about the other shit that he's trying to lie to his audience about because he's fucking evil.
Searched for a thing.
I don't know. It's just a working theory that I've heard.
Well, I wouldn't even call it a theory. I mean, that sound like how can you search for what someone else searched for in a certain region?
I don't know.
You can't.
I don't know.
You can look at Google Trend data, I suppose.
I think that's what it was, like looking at the trend, but then the search.
The trend data of a particular Vim Vin? The Google trend data of Tyler James Robinson? What are you talking? No, stop.
Searches were erased later on.
I mean, this sounds like someone
that's
made
what I
something
heard.
up and just claimed it.
Maybe.
True. Hey, like half the shit that Tim says.
But that's
I'm watching
like,
Candace.
But the
Yeah.
point is,
I guess Tim is against Candace and the Avengers conservative civil war shit that's been going on, I guess.
Falsifying business records is a crime. We know he did that. We also know that there was a $120,000 payment made, what is it, a week or two before the elections to try to cover up what took place there with Stormy Daniels.
It was done way ahead of time, and he was cleared 11 months prior to that.
Done way ahead of time. I don't know what it means by way ahead of time. The kill story or killing the story on the Stormy Daniels stuff was done as he was running. It was for the election. No? Michael Cohen had already been retained by him and he was already collecting campaign funds for this, right?
So you don't think there was any criminal wrongdoing at all in
So
this
what
case?
was the criminal wrongdoing?
I'm asking you because he was
I'm not claiming he did something criminal. So if he did something criminal,
All
what
I'm-
did
Just look at he was convicted in New York State. Just read the fucking charging document or I'm sure they put out some statement about the convictions.
he do?
I'm not claiming it. A jury found him guilty. I'm
Okay,
not
so this is
claiming
what
it.
happened on Tim
Yeah.
Pool, though. But
Yeah.
if I ask you, okay, but what did he do criminal?
Well, falsified business records, fraud, obviously is one
Okay,
characterization.
what did he falsify? Where was that? Where did that happen?
Inflating his business records. I mean, you could.
Oh fuck, he's mixing up different things. Inflating business records or property values was a different thing. I think so, right? The fraud that he got nailed on was he lied about payments that he was making to Michael Cohen that were being used to do campaign related stuff. Part of what was that Stormy Daniels story. He misrepresented these in his book, saying that they were just like personal lawyer payments, but they were actually payments for this particular thing that was being used to help him with the election or whatever. I don't know if he's using campaign funds for it as well, but
You could look that up. I mean, the 34 counts are pretty clear in what he did. Now, I think most people, even Tim Pool, would agree that at worst case scenario, these were misdemeanors. And I guess
what did he inflate in regards to Stormy Daniels?
Okay, well, that's just one portion of
That's
what
what he was. There was a singular action. He made a payment to Stormy Daniels. That's the only actual action that occurred.
I don't know if he paid her directly. Wikipedia, Donald Trump, Michael Cohen. I should just do Donald Trump, New York State convictions. Trump was charged with 34 felony counts of falsifying business records to conceal payments made to the pornographic film actress Stormy Daniels as hush money to buy her silence over a sexual encounter between them, which with costs related to the transaction included. The payments totaled $420K. The Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg, accused Trump of falsifying these business records with the intent to commit other crimes. I don't think Trump sent the money to Stormy Daniels. I think it was done through Michael Cohen. That was where the accounting thing was, the fraud was done, right?
On December 5th, get ready for the movie.
Prosecution argued that Trump's 2016 campaign sought to benefit from the payment of hush money to Daniels through Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, who was reimbursed via a false retainer agreement. Prosecution rested on May 20, 2024. Okay. Yeah.
For the movie.
My 34 counts are around that.
And my understanding, it was falsifying records and
Payment
trying
hush
to
money to
and some people would use the term, it was campaign finance violations. And this was a week or two.
Hello, I'll talk to you real quick. I honestly, I'll talk to you real fast. Hi, homie. Hi. Oopsie. Fuck, what happened? Wait. I gotta fix this.
Prosecution arrested.
I will go back to watching, Destiny, but... Hi, homie. So, yeah, today's Sunday. But I'll DoorDash later, short stream. but yeah, I'm losing weight, and I got a security guard job that I'll do Monday through Friday. Gotta make money, but I can stream on weekends, I guess. I mean, I'll stream Monday to Friday when I'm off work, but I guess gotta make money, you know. I don't know if you're still here. I mean, I got no fucking viewers anyway, but I guess I just feel like saying what I'm planning. But I'm planning on slowly, I'm planning on, I'm just, I am totally gonna get skinny on super low calorie diet, and, I'm just slowly growing my YouTube, you know, just starting out, you know, and then, it is what it is, you know, like, I got money, so, you know, I got money, so it's like, I'm just doing this for fun as a hobby, you know, just on the side, but it's something fun to work on, I guess. But I will probably play video games, like, eventually, like, maybe I'll do, like, the free World of Warcraft servers or something like that. Oh shit, why is my thing not... Oh. But I guess you don't have to talk back, but so what I'm probably done talking now. Is there anything else I want to say? So I guess yeah. Sorry I can't stream all day. I gotta work. But I will stream when I'm not working. And probably in 2 years I'll be famous and I can quit my job and stream full-time. Who knows? But, you know, I'm just going at it day by day, going at it one day at a time. I think those are real viewers. I think I actually have 2 viewers. Like, I don't know if it updates slowly or something like that. But I guess I'll go back to watching Destiny. Like it's all good. I basically just chill and do whatever I want, and then I am losing weight too. I lost the place where I can type. I guess I don't have to type it. So I am on a super low calorie diet. I'll probably be skinny in like 3 months. Like, I'm actually surprised how much weight I'm losing. I'm losing like so much weight so fast. Like I'm like looking in the mirror and I'm like, whoa. I'm actually like losing weight so fast. It's crazy. Like I still look really fat, but I can tell the difference. It's like I look and it's like, whoa. It's like my stomach like clearly looks smaller than like from like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I think probably in 2 months I'll be like almost skinny, and then I think in like 3 months I'll probably be like pretty close to skinny. Anyway, okay, time to go back to watching Destiny or something. Yeah.
This is like a 4 TV drama shit, right? There's no way that most trans people would do this. It's such a crazy risk.
What are we doing here? It is insane to go on a date.
Now he's gonna give his huge fucking take on how this is basically rape and all this bullshit. And he's kind of sort of right, but it's like, this is not like an ordinary interaction, but we're gonna pretend. Maybe not. I shouldn't read so far ahead. Sorry.
With a person, not tell them that you are trans, or, you know, for example, like you have an STD. What would you do to her in the middle of the ocean? Sick and disgusting thing to do when you know damn well what men like to do whenever they find out that we're trans. Well, then you should tell people that you're trans before you go on a date with them.
Wow, genius idea. Oh my god, he's so smart. True.
lie to people about your gender just so you can go on dates with them, you're manipulating them, and you're taking advantage of them. Yeah, transphobic piece of shit. The reaction is sure played up here. Notice how he could have absolute baddie. How he could have had an absolute baddie. Well, how could the person be an absolute baddie if he's not attracted to men? What the fuck is wrong with you? You need to be institutionalized. And also, this is what I find to be so sick about this. This person here is creating a culture where it is acceptable to lie about your biological sexuality, deceive people, and then get upset.
This person, this one person.
Whenever they're mad. I'm telling you, this is a recipe for disaster. Your virtue signaling on the internet will cost people their lives. And everybody liking this tweet, everybody supporting this freak, it's more important for them to virtue signal on social media than to respect other people's consent. I hate this. I hate this. Makes me so mad. I feel bad for straight trans woman. She's literally so pretty. Why can't I reply?
It means they blocked Asmon.
You stupid fucking bitch. You stupid, disgusting fucking bitch. Oh my god.
Okay. Are you doing DGG community drama today? Yeah, we will. Hold on. Me. What else? Wait. We'll figure that out. What's our boy Sargon up to?
This whole thing, I think, probably was inevitable and only actually resolves in one way. So you've got people like James Lindsay and the rest of the sort of centre-right types. Joel Berry was on Tim Pool's podcast yesterday discussing this, and they're deeply concerned about something they call the woke right. And I spoke to James about this at the last art conference, and he told me that he deliberately used this term frivolously in order to sow discord on the right. Because what's actually happening here is that the Buckleyite libs are reacting to the rise of a new form of ethno-nationalism on the right that resembles, but is not accurate or concurrent to, a sort of degenerated form of Nazism. And they want to make sure their movement isn't caught up with it. And from their perspective, this is understandable. You can see why this is something that bothers them. And they can't just call them Nazis. Because, of course, the left has been crying wolf for many years and made calling someone a Nazi a rather unfashionable thing. And so, with this being passé, they need some new ideological tool in order to stipulate who they're talking about. But the problem is, these people basically aren't woke. It's not that they are woke. What it is that they are self-interested, and they are reacting against a series of power structures that they perceive, and it is in this that James is identifying the wokeness. In discussing this on my Account Daily channel, I offhandedly said, well, the problem with the woke left isn't really the woke part, it's the left part. And I've had this thrown back in my face several times, so I just want to be categoric. That statement is true. That is completely correct, and I stand by it, because actually the problem isn't the woke part, it is the left part, because the left part is what informs the woke part.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good on this. Tech Jesus. Let's watch this guy instead. What's happening with our RAMs? They do be getting expensive. Why?
RAM prices are skyrocketing right now. Let's see how that's going to work out for consumers. Heads, consumers lose. Tails, manufacturers win. Consumers lose. It's heads. In some of our price check today, we found memory kits increasing by 169%, 116%, 181%, and similar. By hard dollar amounts, some of these have gone up by hundreds of dollars for kits of 32 gigabytes in a span of just 1 to 2 months. Higher capacities have gone up by $400 or $500 in some cases. At one point, we observed a 1% increase per day for 13 days. There's even new reports showing that these recent price increases are to blame for NVIDIA's potentially delayed unannounced Super Series refresh, with worries that the company will prioritize denser GDDR7 modules for workstation GPUs. Prices are skyrocketing due to a combination of things that we're looking into today. These include data center demand, suppliers understocking due to previous oversupply, and other factors that we'll explore. Something else to put on your radar is that NAND flash for SSDs will also go up, or continue to go up anyway, as enterprise demand ramps and as they compete for inventory. Historically, the DRAM market follows about a 4-year pricing cycle. It's kind of like our industry's version of Roman mythology. We're just begging the 3 DRAM gods to bless us this given month with good DRAM prices for consumers. But unfortunately, the mythological pantheon of Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron only listens to the prayers of the companies that buy from them, not the consumers. So server demand is fundamentally altering the traditional nature of this market, which means that the DRAM industry is exiting that roughly 4-year cycle of memory pricing, and it's remaining elevated for longer than typical. For example, in OpenAI's partnership announcement with Samsung and SK Hynix as part of its Stargate project, the company stated it was, quote, targeting 900,000 wafer starts per month. Tom's Hardware reported that this, quote, represents around 40% of the total DRAM output, end quote, and that's globally. Suppliers have also begun doing the thing that they've been doing in GPUs, on the NVIDIA side, for example, for a while now, or on CPU side, sort of, with EPYC CPUs as opposed to Ryzen desktop, although that's a much better market for us consumers. consumers than basically any of these other ones. But the thing that they're doing in DRAM is diverting supply resources away from what would become desktop supply, consumer gaming type supply, and towards higher margin supply.
You know what? I don't give a fuck. Okay. Different video. Just don't buy RAM right now, losers. Who needs RAM? What being a billionaire really looks like. My lifestyle.
This is what 100.
Hell yes. The most anticipated video of the day. Nope. Okay.
$1 billion looks like. 100 million $1 bills. Look at this.
Damn, how did he get that just for the video?
Okay, but watch this. This is what $100 billion looks like. Whoa, that's $100 billion.
What?
It's like 19 people on Earth that have this much money. Oh, and by the way, one of these guys just bought a house right up the road here in Washington, D.C. Remember when we did the piles of cash? This is what $100,000 looked like when we did that visualization. So yeah, we're in a whole different echelon now. I want to show you the lifestyles of people who are worth this much money versus this much money. So we've been talking to experts, interviewing people who work with the ultra wealthy to construct real world scenarios of what these people's lives look like, what kind of influence they have in society, to understand what and who they can buy.
Oh, and by the way, we're launching a media company. It's called New Press. It's going to be very different than anything you've ever seen.
Oh!
It's going to be about
Transparency, and they're going to be transparent, and they're going to have maximum transparency, and they're going to show you everything with no bias, and they're going to give you the fair and honest, transparent media cover. Oh my God. Hyped.
You have insight into our journalistic process and contribute to it. There's already a lot of people on the wait list. If you want to be one of them, go to newpress.com, sign up. You'll be the first to know when it launches and what we're up to. You can even help us design it. That's newpress.com. Okay, that's all.
So first up, let's start with $100 million. My name is Scott. I started a candy company, and I grew it over many years, and I eventually sold it to a big, giant candy corporation. And because I started the company, I own most of it, and so I got a huge payout from the sale. Between that and a bunch of other investments over the years, I now have a net worth of $100 million.
Damn.
Wow, that's a big number. My primary residence is New York City, where 818 other centimillionaires live. Centimillionaires is like 100 millionaires. I'll show you my New York City house in just a second. But first, let's talk about my fortune and how I can spend it. Now, I can't actually spend my fortune right now because all of it is in the stock market. The upside of that is that it grows and grows.
Oh my God, what if there was some hack that he could use to have access to this money without even having to pay taxes on it? It would be so devious and dastardly.
Portfolio grows at 10% every year. So what if I just sell this $10 million return I got this year?
No.
This could fund some of my lifestyle.
No.
Oh, but look at all these taxes.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, it's like 37%.
We gotta avoid the
$10 million.
taxes.
I guess it still leaves me with $6.3 million to
No,
spend.
there's gotta be
And look,
better
I didn't even have
way.
to touch my portfolio. I'm still worth $100 million. Wait, is this video just tax calculations? No. Let's go find a house.
Oh, maybe it's different strategies. Never mind.
My budget for a house is anywhere between $8 and $15 million. A big, giant candy corp.
Going to be transparent, and they're going to have maximum transparency, and they're going to show you everything with no bias, and they're going to give you the fair and honest, transparent media cover. Oh my God. Hyped.
You have insight into our journalistic process and contribute to it. There's already a lot of people on the wait list. If you want to be one of them, go to newpress.com, sign up. You'll be the first to know when it launches and what we're up to. You can even help us design it. That's newpress.com. Okay, that's all.
So first up, let's start with $100 million. My name is Scott. I started a candy company, and I grew it over many years, and I eventually sold it to a big, giant candy corporation. And because I started the company, I own most of it, and so I got a huge payout from the sale. Between that and a bunch of other investments over the years, I now have a net worth of $100 million.
Damn.
Wow, that's a big number. My primary residence is New York City, where 818 other centimillionaires live. Centimillionaires is like 100 millionaires. I'll show you my New York City house in just a second. But first, let's talk about my fortune and how I can spend it. Now, I can't actually spend my fortune right now because all of it is in the stock market. The upside of that is that it grows and grows.
Oh my God, what if there was some hack that he could use to have access to this money without even having to pay taxes on it? It would be so devious and dastardly.
Portfolio grows at 10% every year. So what if I just sell this $10 million return I got this year?
No.
This could fund some of my lifestyle.
No.
Oh, but look at all these taxes.
Yeah, don't do
that.
that.
It's like 37%.
We gotta avoid the
$10 million.
taxes.
I guess it still leaves me with $6.3 million to
No,
spend.
there's gotta be
And look,
better
I didn't even
way.
have to touch my portfolio. I'm still worth $100 million. Wait, is this video just tax calculations? No. Let's go find a house.
Oh, maybe it's different strategies. Never mind.
My budget for a house is anywhere between $8 and $15 million, which sources told us is common at this level. And even though I live in one of the most expensive and crowded cities on Earth, with my budget, I can find a pretty sick house, I think. Okay, let's look around. Boy, there's some nice options here. How about this one? $8.5 million. This nice apartment in Midtown Manhattan. The listing tells me that this is the epitome of refined living, a superior pre-war white glove cooperative. What does that mean? 4 bedrooms, 4 bath, This sun-kissed Eri. This sun-kissed Eri is one of the crown jewels.
Oh my god, Expedition 33 reference, because it's the French thing.
Of the Tony Enclave. What is it? Am I reading like a different language? What is the Tony Enclave? I don't know what any of those words mean, sorry. But I do know that it has a semi-private elevator and is the perfect setting for alfresco entertaining. And me, 100 millionaire, I am super into alfresco entertaining. I mean, this is looking like a pretty great house. It's got this super romantic painting above the mantle. And in addition to my real library, I also get a bathroom that kind of looks like one. By the way, this is only my primary residence. It's not my only home. I've got a couple vacation homes around.
Okay, for an expensive apartment, this is an incredibly tacky wallpaper. This looks so stupid, but whatever.
Perfect country and the world. This one in Miami, and me, increasingly a playground for the ultra-rich, and this one in the south of France. And both of these have full-time housekeepers. Let's talk about my vacations.
Okay.
I visit these houses a couple times a year, but for my other vacations, I'll maybe go to the Hamptons because I love to watch polo. There's this great polo match in July, and I buy a VIP ticket that will cost me only $30.
Wait, Board Finance did a sub in Kick Chat and I missed it? I love you. Thank you.
$500. Or lately I've been getting into F1, and so maybe I'll go to the race in Monaco. I'll stay at this Hotel Heritage. Oh no, Hermitage. I'll stay at the Hotel Hermitage, Monte Carlo, for just 22,000 euros a night, which is like $25,000 per night. Okay, let's get to the F1 race.
And the Monaco Grand Prix is underway.
Jeez, no one told me I needed to bring my swimsuit to the F1 race. I'm feeling a little overdressed. Food's great, chef. Great view. Let's get to the race. I'm planning on watching the F1 race from a private yacht. The ticket was $16,000.
Okay.
And look at the benefits here. I get to walk around in the pit, I get to meet the drivers, and I even get VIP tenders.
Oh!
Oh, not that kind of tender. Just a fancy boat that brings me out to the yacht. Anyway, something's bothering me. Remember when I showed you I could sell off the returns that I made this year from my stocks and still come out with millions of dollars of cash to spend? Well, I didn't really like having to sell off all those returns and then have to pay like over 30% in taxes. Me and everyone else you'll see in this video don't like to sell our portfolio, our assets, to get cash because that triggers all of these taxes. It gives us less power in the companies we own. Instead, we like to get cash through a bunch of other ways, using our vast fortune. My favorite trick is to go to the bank and to ask for a loan. Wait, what? I'm a super rich guy. Why do I need a...
I'm gonna do secured loans. I'm coming. I love this. I've heard about this trick forever. Leftists tell me all the time that this is why our tax system is imploding. And the reality is, who the fuck cares about this? The idea that we're losing some significant amount of tax revenue because fucking people do these like loan schemes. Who the fuck cares? It's not that much money. I think in the grand scheme of things. Oh my God, who cares?
Loan. Well, let me show you. The bank will loan me a lot of money if I put my huge investment portfolio up for collateral, meaning they can come after it if I don't pay the loan back or if I default or something. Okay, how much can I get in a loan? Well, according to the bank UBS, I could borrow up to 85% of the value of my investment portfolio, which remember is $100 million. So I could potentially get a loan for $85 million. Wow. Another bank, Merrill Lynch, says that they will give at least 50% of the value of your portfolio. But regardless, we're talking tens of millions of dollars that I can borrow and spend. And guess what? I pay zero taxes on this money because it's not income, it's technically debt. Okay, wait, but it's a loan. So I'm accruing interest, right? This isn't free money. I'm gonna have to pay it back someday.
But what if the interest was lower than the average rate of return on our portfolio?
And likely have to pay it back with post-tax money. So it's not free money. What's the deal here? Why am I doing this? Well, according to a lot of good reporting from the Wall Street Journal, people making $100 million or more can get quoted on an interest rate as low as 0.87%. Super low. In reality, today, under these conditions, with my net worth, let's just be really, really conservative and say that my interest rate on the loan is more like 5.9%. It's a lot higher than 1%. But watch what happens. This allows me to not have to touch my investment portfolio. I don't have to take out that $10 million of stocks and pay a bunch of taxes. And that is growing at 10% a year. Way more than the interest on this loan. Now watch what happens over time. This is the value of that $10 million left in my portfolio.
What?
And this is how much I owe on the loan I took out. That's a nice looking graph. My wealth is growing way faster than the interest on my loan is accruing. So this tax-free debt thing is awesome. And it's one way that I will turn my net worth into spending.
Why is this not significant? Because there's just not that many people that can do this, and it just doesn't represent like the amount of money that you would make if you were to find ways to tax it. Just they don't represent that significant of a portion of potentially receivable tax revenue from the U.S. government.
Cash without having to sell off any of my stocks in my portfolio. Okay, no more tax math for now. I want to go buy some more stuff. It's time to talk about private jets and yachts. Sadly, I can't afford...
There's something wrong with this as a route to access money purely on principle. No, maybe. I think that I don't feel like you should be able to borrow against unrealized gains. That's my feeling. I think they should change that. But I mean, I would support the change for that, but it's not like you're going to collect a whole bunch more tax revenue doing this.
The private jet that I want. Womp womp. But this doesn't mean I don't fly private. These days, I can easily just book a jet like this one. It can take me from New York to Miami, and it only costs me $15,000. I can get from LA to Australia for $200,000 on this private jet. $200,000 seems like a lot, but
Let's compare it to the median net worth of a U.S. household, which is $192,000. The median net worth of a household, not a person in a household. Spending $200,000 on this flight to Australia feels the same for me as a median household spending $384 for this ticket. Pretty doable for a flight to Australia. Now, I can get a better deal on these private flights if I pre-purchase a jet card like this. I fill it up with prepaid private jet hours. Prices range from $5,000 to $7,000 per hour for a small private jet and up to $20,000 an hour for a bigger, longer range jet. Maybe.
Wow. How much in lost revenue to the federal government are we talking about here? If I had to guess, overall, I would guess less than $10 billion. Probably less than $1 billion, but I don't know. At the end of the day, who knows? I don't know how commonly people are doing these loan schemes, or how commonly they would do them if there were taxes related to them, or I don't even know if that information is publicly available. Wouldn't that mean HELOCs and mortgages would become impossible also? I mean, you could say that you can only take loans out against physical assets, or you could just cap it for income. Like, you can't take out a loan worth more than $1 million without assessing something. I don't know. There's a million ways around this.
Someday I'll own my own private jet, but my budget of $10 million doesn't really get me the fancy one that I want. I'll opt to charter for now. What I can afford is a fairly large staff to run my life. I have 18 full-time staff members, and that's a real number of staff for people of this net worth from a Morgan Stanley report. I've got a personal driver, I've got a shopper, I've got a butler, a chef, a laundry person. I'm super into security, so I've got a head of security and a bunch of security guards. I have a personal handler who sets up all the logistics of stuff I want to do. Like, I want to go yacht shopping this weekend. They're handling all of it. Oh, that's him now. Hey, Brad. Yeah, for the yacht show this weekend, can you make sure I get some VIP tenders? No, the chicken ones. Oh, and I almost forgot, my most important staff members are the financial and legal experts who find the most clever ways to reduce how much taxes I have to pay. Which, wow. My wealth manager, Jeff, keeps selling off all my stocks at a loss, and we're like losing money. Jeff, what are you doing back there?
Oh, he's doing that. He's doing that tax loss harvesting to balance out our gains every year. Oh.
Don't worry, Scott. This is called a wash sale, and I know what I'm doing. You get back to yacht shopping.
Loss harvesting, wash sale. I don't understand it all. Jeff does, though. Anyway, back to yacht shopping. Wow, look at these yachts. I'm actually sad to discover that I'm on the lower end of ultra wealth. So my yacht is actually not that fancy.
Yikes.
It's not a super yacht, that's for sure. It looks more like this. It costs a little over $1 million. I might splurge and get this guy. It costs more like $6 million, but this is still pretty.
Are you downplaying the loan memes because you don't see an issue at any level with it, or is it just for the lulz? No, it doesn't people hyperfixate on the things that emotionally make them the maddest because they want to punish rich people or they hate billionaires or whatever bullshit, but they don't focus on things that would like fundamentally and materially help a large portion of the country. Like I've said this a million times, like the number one boon that we could have to government revenue would just be to bump all of our tax rates by 2 points. It's easy to do. It's easy to implement. It's super easy to, that's like the income tax is super enforceable. You can collect it easily. It would raise a fuck ton of money on the course of hundreds of billions of dollars. And we could put that money towards a lot of projects, but like people instead are like, we need a wealth tax, we need to tax these loans, and it's like, what how much money are we talking? Like $1 billion maybe? It's just like not, and it would be such a like it would be such like a weird tax to implement, like when you talk about wealth taxes or these like unrealized taxes. Like you could do it, but it's like I feel like at the end of the day people just want to like harm certain people. They don't actually give a fuck if they're raising money for the government or not. It's just stupid.
The entry level. Because at this point, yes, I've got loads of money. I can buy and travel and live how I want. But what separates me from the big dogs who we're about to see is yachts and private jets, but also influence in society. I do some donating. I donate a bunch of money to politics. I gave $900,000 to a PAC that supports the candidates that I hope will win. I also belong to the invite-only Amon Club, which I had to pay a $200,000 initiation fee for. My membership fee is $15,000 a year.
Wait, can you do unlimited donations to PACs, or is it just super PACs? Or is it that the PAC itself can only donate so much to a candidate?
I get to rub shoulders with people way richer than me, like Bill Gates, and even the Kardashians show up every once in a while. But this isn't real.
How the fuck do you know it's just 1 billion? It's just a guess. I'm just guessing. I'm pulling over. Less than 10 billion in revenue raised, I guess. Less than 10, and then I said maybe even less than 1 billion. It doesn't seem like. I would be shocked if it was that much money. I could be wrong though, but I don't know. I don't know if anybody's ever shown numbers or if those numbers are even publicly available for how many people engage in these types of loan schemes.
Real influence. I'm kind of paying for access. It's nothing like we're gonna see once we cross the $1 billion mark.
Hey, since we're talking, ooh, the $1 billion mark.
Talking about money, can we take a minute to make sure that this video makes money so that our team can continue to work and our company can keep growing so we can keep making videos? That's why we have sponsors. Thank you, NordVPN, for sponsoring today's video. NordVPN used to just be a VPN where you can connect to the internet via another country, which allows you to do a bunch of things that I've talked about a bunch on the channel, so you know that by now. But these days, NordVPN is also a threat protection tool. I've got Threat Protection Pro turned on. It's constantly monitoring as I'm using the internet, looking for phishing links, malware, fake web shops. It even scans my downloads for threats. Nord also has a dark web monitor. It sounds kind of complicated, but all it does is just monitor the dark web to see if your credentials are showing up on sketchy websites, like hacker forums and things like that, so you can act fast to get
hacker
it.
forums.
And all of this works without you even having to be connected to the VPN side, like one of Nord's servers.
You don't even know the numbers, and you're hardcore emotionally condemning it. I mean, I can kind of guess based on like how many people are even billionaires or centimillionaires or whatever. It's probably not going to be that much. I do know the numbers of the outstanding money that the IRS is missing, and I do know that our deficit and debt was increased by hundreds of billions of dollars by solidifying the Trump tax cuts. It's very easy to do estimates on how much money you can collect by raising the tax rates a couple points. Yeah, these guys are the ones with making the positive argument. They should demonstrate how much revenue would we collect if you were to enforce some kind of tax on this loan scheme or whatever.
You don't even have to be connected to that to use these threat protection tools. NordVPN is a very affordable way to stay safe while you're on the internet. And if you use the link in my description, which is nordvpn.com.
Eventually, you have to realize a gain when getting money to pay off the loan. No, how do they avoid this? I mean, theoretically, you can keep borrowing against your principal to kind of like roll the debt out into the future. It's basically just it feels like a way of almost smoothing out your tax liable stuff. But I haven't read the whole like buy, borrow, die strategy or whatever. There might be more sophisticated tax schema that you can implement as well. But
.com/Johnny Harris, you'll get in on this huge Black Friday discount. When you get the 2-year plan, you get an extra 4 months. Again, that's nordvpn.com/Johnny Harris. The link's in the description. Thank you, NordVPN, for sponsoring today's video. And with that, let's dive back into the lifestyles of the ultra rich.
All right, now let's 10x this and get to $1 billion.
$1 billion?
3,000 people on Earth with this kind of money.
Hi, my name is Javier. I was a moderately wealthy guy for a while, but I randomly wrote a $200,000...
Just to be clear, because I see so many of you salty fuckers, I still don't know how people this far left are still my audience. It's contrarian mode. He just hates the people who usually make this argument. If your goal on any particular tax scheme is to just punish or attack certain people, then rope. You should rope. You're a toxic fucking cretin like leech on society. You're a waste of oxygen and space in any online conversation. The goal for the government should be to collect enough revenue to fund the programs that we think are important for society. That's it. If you want to sit here and masturbate about all of your hypothetical dream tax schemes because you think they're the ones that are going to hurt Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos the most, then go rope. Or just stay in your classrooms, grab your Crayola crayons, and draw your favorite fucking tax schemes. The goal should be, what are the easy to implement taxes that can raise the most amount of revenue in the fairest way possible? That should be like, not even the fairest way possible, in the most effective way possible that society will tolerate is really what we should be saying, right? This is the goal of good taxation. If you're just using taxes as a sledgehammer to attack people you don't like, then fuck you. You don't even deserve to be part of the conversation.
Check to a couple of young guys in Silicon Valley who had a startup idea. They gave me 4% equity in their company, and then their company blew up and is now worth $80 billion. After some dilution, my $200,000 check is now worth $1 billion. That's my net worth. So how do I get liquid cash to spend from my vast fortune? Well, I don't want to sell any of my stake in the tech company I invested in because I have voting rights. I can control how it is. In fact, like Scott, I don't want to sell any of my portfolio for cash. Instead, I will generate money other ways. I'll go back to the old debt trick that we saw with Scott. Even if I get a loan that's 2% of my vast portfolio, I'm looking at $20 million of tax-free cash, all without having to touch my portfolio, which continues to grow in the market at 10% a year. That $20 million that I didn't have to take out of my portfolio is just in the market, is growing nice and fast. And look, after 5 years, my portfolio has grown way more.
Doesn't a system have to be fair in order for it to be reasonable to ask people to participate in it? Not fair is an incredibly arbitrary concept, right? Like a flat tax, some people argue is the fairest tax, but there are reasons why you would say this probably isn't. A progressive tax system is more fair, but there are reasons why people say that is more. It's hard to. Fair is just not really. Fair is almost like a begging the question type of word. It just depends on what you're measuring to figure out what's fair or not.
More than the interest on this loan. I can easily pay back the loan right now and still have extra to spare. Okay, so let's talk houses. Where do I live? Of course, New York City, where there's more billionaires than anywhere else in the world. I live up on the Upper East Side. Look at this beautiful home. 6 bedrooms, 17,000 square feet Manhattan apartment. It cost me $57.5 million. This was actually 2 huge multi-million-dollar houses that they combined into one. Just cause. It's got a pool with my favorite inspirational quotes on the wall, a basketball court on the roof.
Why should that be the deciding factor? The only thing the bank cares about is, do I have a good chance to get my money back, and what is my security? Why care about physical versus capital to borrow against? Just because it's practical, or is there a higher principle when you say that? Well, in the United States of America, we've decided to tax income, and income taxes are incredibly easy to levy, and it might be the highest way the government makes money. I don't know, you can look it up. For income for the United States government, my guess is probably income taxes, because we don't have a fucking national sales tax. But the issue is that there are 2 huge differences in the types of income that can be earned. And you have earnings from working a job, and you have capital accumulation from your capital growing in value. And it's already highly differentially taxed, such that capital gain, so your accruing capital over a long term, is taxed at a much lower rate than money that you earn working a job. So you already have a highly preferential rate for your capital accrual, which already feels like kind of shitty. But now you have a way to defer or structure the taxable gains on your capital accrual that's already preferential. And it's even preferential like in practice. Like, it's not even so much like, oh, it's got a good tax treatment, blah, blah, blah. It's more like, oh, I don't have to do anything. I'm literally just sitting at home and my money is growing for me versus the guy who has to go out and work. So a person can sit at home, have money accumulate in value or get more money. And then the guy can go out and work and get more money. The guy going out to work is arguably doing harder, more arduous labor. The guy at home is doing less labor. He's already got a tax preferential treatment on that income versus the guy who's manually earning his income. And now the guy who also earns his income using capital accrual can find ways to structure his payouts from it using loans and stuff that's even more tax advantaged. I think that you're stacking up enough stuff there that kind of feels a little bit unfair, or the disparate treatment, like the huge difference in how we treat capital accrual income versus W-2 or like wages income just doesn't feel good there. Yeah.
But this is not my only home. It is one of 7 that I own, including my home in Aspen,
7?
in Lake Garda, Dubai, St. Bart's, and of course, downtown Paris. And look, I finally own a private jet. Yes.
If we implement a billionaire tax, what's stopping the billionaires from just moving to some random country? Well, because the United States is awesome. I doubt a lot of them would leave, but there's also they're not that many billionaires. And whatever billionaire tax we implement, it's just not going to raise that much money. So I was like, what the fuck is the point? Why? It's cringe.
Arts, and of course, downtown Paris. And look, I finally own a private jet. Yes. No more chartering or prepaid flight cards. I've got my own.
This argument feels like, well, it wouldn't pay off our debt, so it's useless. When did I ever say that a tax has to pay off our debt? I feel like what I'm saying is not that hard to understand. I don't understand how you're so emotionally invested in this argument. My argument is that some taxes are very easy to levy, okay? Very easy to levy. Other taxes are very difficult to levy. Now, difficult taxes aren't necessarily bad, but if it's difficult to levy and it doesn't even raise that much money, why waste the time going down that route? And that's ignoring the fact that like some of these might be detrimental in other ways or whatever, but even ignoring that, you should focus on what are the easy taxes to levy and will they raise a lot of money? This is why I think there's a strong argument to be made for like a value-added tax, a VAT, is that countries around the world tend to have a national sales tax of sort. It's kind of like what a VAT is. And they raise a fuck ton of money off of it. And it's easy to adjust up and down. It's super easy to collect. Like, VATs are good ways for governments to raise money. The United States doesn't have a VAT. I think the bumping up of like the income tax brackets or like the addition of or the introduction of a value-added tax in the United States would be a good way for the federal government to make money. Why would it be so hard to levy a tax against these? Well, so the question would be, what is the rule that you're having to craft here to make it so these people pay taxes, right? So if you have $1 million in assets, should you be able to borrow $1 million and not have to pay tax against it? Well, let's say that I take out a loan for a mortgage. So I buy a house, I take out a loan for it. I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm now valued, or at least I have an asset that's kind of valued at $1 million, but I have $900,000 in liability against it, but I have a highly preferential loan because the loan is secured. Should that be realized as a taxable event or a tax gain when I buy the house? Because now I have access to way more money than I ordinarily would, and it's even kind of like it's a leveraged investment kind of that is appreciating in value. And I don't know. There's a lot of different questions. Like, I think you could put income caps on this if you wanted to figure out a way to tax it. I'm sure it would be possible, but it might be like very complicated. I don't know how much money you'd even raise at the end of the day with it, you know?
Own private jet, and it is sick. Look at this thing. Cost me $75 million, and I have to pay $3 million a year just to maintain it. Like, I have to pay $135,000 just to store it in a hangar. I pay $600,000 a year on fuel and $45,000 just on like basic maintenance. Oh, and I have a full-time pilot and crew. I spend over $700,000 just to keep them retained as my full-time flight attendants. And I finally can buy a respectable yacht. Like, look at this one. It's 131 feet long. It's got a pool and a hot tub on the deck. It can carry 11.
A mortgage absolutely isn't going towards vacations unless there's abuse. What are you talking about? Families that own homes with a mortgage are going on vacations. It's kind of sort of what's happening. Yes.
A respectable yacht. Like, look at this one. It's 131 feet long. It's got a pool and a hot tub on the deck. It can carry 11 guests and 9 crew members. And like my PJ, I have to pay a full-time crew to run this thing year-round, even though I only use it a few times a year. My vacations look pretty similar to Scott's. A lot of expensive VIP access, but just a little more elevated. Like, I paid $3 million to watch the Super Bowl in this suite with Taylor Swift and a bunch of other rich people. The difference between me and Scott is I get invited to stuff that I don't even have to pay for because we're kind of all a little bit post-money at this point. Like the Monaco Yacht Show, they have an exclusive opening day. Scott was paying $2,200 for a ticket, but I'm one of the 200 people that they just invited to the VIP experience. And in fact, where Scott's vacations were about lavish, opulent hotels and experiences, I have kind of a different vibe. I care mostly about privacy and security. In fact, the places I stay look a lot more like this from the street. Unassuming, not drawing any attention. But behind these walls, I've got everything I need for my vacation. My security team flew in a few days earlier to secure the property, and then I arrive with my butler, my chef, even my personal dog.
I need a security team.
doctors on site. I've got a dog walker who I pay to just hang out with my dog. And of course, my luxury travel coordinator who just zipped into town to connect with the brands she's been communicating with. They're planning to come to my villa to set up my own personal store in one of the many bedrooms so that I can browse the latest fashion without leaving my villa. By the way, that's a real example from our reporting. A family who did this during one of their vacations and ended up spending $1.5 million on their little in-home designer store during their vacation. In fact, I want to super clarify that all of these examples are
Hassan Piker's family, just kidding.
Based on real reporting, real examples from our interviews with people who work with the ultra-rich. Many of them don't want to appear and be quoted.
It's not this shit. It's Destiny baiting super hard, but he's pro. I can't tell what level of cope you're on. That everything I'm saying is a meme, is a troll, is bait or whatever. But you have there's literally not a single factual, substantive response you can do to a single thing I'm saying. But okay.
In this video, but we're grateful that they let us in on some of these lifestyle details of how people live and travel at this wealth level. Anyway, I'm Javier, and at this point, it's hard to know what to spend my money on that Scott can't. Like, we can both buy a $91,000 shirt, which sales tax alone on this puppy is like $8 grand, $9 million painting. There's a few things that are out of reach for Scott that I can buy, maybe like this nearly $3 million bottle of whiskey. What I can do at this level is pay for hyper exclusive experiences, like paying my favorite band, the Eagles, to fly in and play me a show. I'll pay millions of dollars for this, and in fact, they've negotiated only playing Hotel California one time, but it was totally worth it. And yes, that $6 million private concert is a real example too. Anyway, let's go back to security, because now that I'm a billionaire, I'm a little more well-known, and my security team has grown. But I'm also starting to get a little more paranoid, thinking about how I'm planning for something apocalyptic. We rich people think about this a lot. What if we lose it all? My vast wealth is in the market, in the economy, and if order breaks down, it could be worth nothing. So I'm going to invest in some backup plans, a bunch of land in upstate New York. And in fact, I'm even working on a bunker. I love bunkers. This thing's got food storage, a decontamination shower, a high-tech air filtration system, 4 bedrooms, a hair salon, a shooting range. Listen, I'm not a prepper, but you know, just in case, and I've got the money to do it, why wouldn't I? I'm worth $1 billion.
You are telling people to rope and that they are emotional at the same time. How is that not baiting? If I say 1 + 1 is 2, and someone else says, I actually think that 1 + 1 has to equal 5 because 2 friends gave me 1 thing each and I want 5 of them. And I'm like, you're being retarded about this. You're being emotional. Rope. And you're like, oh, looks like you're being emotional too. Good job.
So at this point, I kind of have an army of tax professionals optimizing my wealth so I can pay as few taxes as possible. And Congress just passed some legislation that's really helping me out on this.
Trying not to one guy, but how would increasing the base rate 2% put a higher tax burden on the rich if they use these strategies? Well, it's hard to avoid like tax increases on just income or capital gains. You have to start getting into more esoteric, like at some point you have to realize gains for these things. There are other broad things you could talk about, like estate taxes or whatever. But when you talk about like putting hyper-specific taxes in here to try to catch these types of schemes, well, the more specific a tax is, the more avoidable it's probably going to be using some other type of specific scheme.
At this level, I start to get weird and creative with my money. Maybe I'll buy a hotel chain, or maybe I'll invest in bubbles. No, not those kind of bubbles. Bubbles is the name of my thoroughbred horse that I bought for $3 million. I paid millions of dollars, and then I had to, of course, build a home and a bunch of stables for Bubbles, and I had to get a trainer and feed and care and medical attention. It's a lot of money, but it's a business expense. And Bubbles is a depreciating asset on my balance sheet. I'm supposed to try to make a profit off of Bubbles, but really I'm doing it because on race day, I love showing up to watch him race, get to hang out with my friends, spend some time at the track, throw a big party, and watch Bubbles race. Come on, boy, come on. Bubbles. Oh, he lost again. And yes, I'm losing a lot of...
Not if you die, you can just leave it to your kids. I mean, there is an estate tax, right?
Money on Bubbles, but honestly, I'm not that stressed because this is more of a hobby, and all of these losses I can write off to lower my tax bill. I'm actually doing the same kind of hobby thing on a much bigger scale. I bought an NBA team. I'm able to write these players off as depreciating assets, even though the team is growing and making money. All of this helps my tax rate be lower than the players who play for me, and even lower than the guy serving beer in the stands. ProPublica did a great analysis on that, by the way. But yeah, anyway, all of this is legal. Like, I'm not breaking any rules, and honestly, it's really fun. And look, I have the best seats in the house. Oh, and by the way, I still pay a lot of taxes. My businesses pay corporate taxes and income taxes and payroll taxes and property taxes and sales taxes. I contribute massively in dollar terms, and my businesses generate huge amounts of tax revenue and jobs, and I took a...
If you earn $3 million over 30 years from investments and you want to pull it out / liquefy the asset, is that treated the same as someone earning $3 million in 1 year and doing the same? It's treated the same as somebody earning $3 million in 1 year and then liquidating all the next year. The long-term rate for investments kicks in at 12 months after you purchase the whatever the asset is. I think for all assets, definitely for stocks. There are a million things that can make that more complicated. You've got tax preferred plans, your 401ks, your IRAs, or whatever else. And there's also different types of estate planning or things you can do. Like, I don't know the names of the fucking, your college plans for kids that you can put money into and everything out. Yeah.
risk in building my wealth taxes. I contribute massively in dollar terms, and my businesses generate huge amounts of tax revenue and jobs, and I took...
There's an estate tax, but don't the capital gains effectively get wiped when you die? Like your kids didn't get capital gains, they just inherit whatever the current value of your stock is. That only works up to, I want to say $25 million. You have to, what is the deduction on your death tax? Or is it $11 million? There's a deduction where you don't have to pay taxes on your, when you die, but that's only up to a certain amount of money. 15 million for estate and gift tax? Okay, it might be that.
Took a risk in building my wealth, and when I sell or die, the government takes another giant cut. I'm paying plenty. And
you get unlimited step-up basis for stocks? That's not, unless there's some very schemy way to do that, I'm not aware of that.
In fact, I'm paying so much that I'm going to use some of my influence to try to change that. I've got my eye on a Senate candidate. I've contributed $20 million to his campaign to get him reelected. And
I don't think that's legal, but okay. I think there's a $5,000 FEC cap there. You could donate to a super PAC. Wait, hold on. Are donations to PACs? Are you limited? Isn't it like $3,000? Or are you limited how much you can donate directly to a PAC? They're talking about this tax basis step up that occurs. The inheritor can sell and not incur capital gains. I'm not aware of that. My understanding is the step up in basis occurs, but that step up in basis is counted against the deduction of your estate tax. So for instance, if I bought $100,000 worth of stocks and then I died, and those stocks are now worth $20 million, when my estate is passed to my children, the basis step up will be from 100K to 20 million. However, because you have a $15 million deduction that you get in your estate tax, $15 million of the accrual of the capital gains will be wiped, and then there will be $5,900,000 of capital gain that a capital gains tax will be applied to. I don't believe the step up in basis is unlimited. I think the stepped up in basis is only as much as your whatever your death or estate deduction is up to.
he won. Yes. It's a few months later, and Congress is working on a bill. It could have big ramifications.
Oh, PACs are $5,000 a year. Okay. So Elon Musk didn't donate $250 million to Donald Trump's campaign? No, you can't. You can't donate directly to a politician past like $5,000 a year, or directly to their campaign, like a PAC for more than $5,000 a year. It's to super PACs. That's where you can donate unlimited amounts of money. And then they're just not allowed to directly interface with candidates. And then that's yeah. I swear there was a whole fight about that. This was the scary death tax thing. It was about changing how this is calculated. Yeah, because people just don't understand, I think, the step up in basis thing. Unless I'm missing some like more sophisticated tax strategy to avoid that.
It's for my business and therefore my net worth. And so I'm going to call in my favor to the senator who I donated so much money to help reelect. I need him.
Sounds like semantics. He essentially donated $250 million to Trump. I mean, it's kind of semantics, but like the things are meaningfully, they're different. But I mean, like in practice, it looks almost the same, which is why people have such a problem with Citizens United, which I think that's a legitimate grief. But it is different, the entity that you donate to, and it's important to understand that difference. Because how are you going to fix the problem if you don't understand the problem right now?
For my business and therefore my net worth. And so I'm going to call in my favor to the senator who I donated so much money to help reelect. I need him to insert 8 words into this massive bill to allow my business to qualify for a huge deduction. He does it last second, and I just saved hundreds of millions of dollars in taxes. $20 million bucks to get this guy elected in exchange for hundreds of millions of dollars in savings? That sounds like a good investment. Thanks, Congress. My financial advisors have been telling me that it's time for me to not just be a rich person, but to become a philanthropist, to give away my money and to save some taxes in the process. How about, let's see, what can I give away? Well, I've got this really nice art collection. An appraiser said that it was worth $130 million. I'm going to donate this, but I'm not going to donate it to like a public gallery. I'm going to donate it to my own family's private nonprofit foundation. And as long as I make this art accessible to the public, I can write off the $130 million from my taxes over several years. Okay, so I have to make all this art accessible to get the tax write-off. What counts as accessible? Luckily, the IRS isn't super specific, so I've decided to open up the art room to the public, but just in kind of random 2-hour slots that you need a lottery to get an access to. There'll be only guided tours on random Wednesday.
Why do people think that just taxing the rich would fund the systems they want? Do they really think that's how European countries, they jerk off work? Because people have a misunderstanding of how many ultra-wealthy people they are and how much money the government actually needs. The reality is, I've said this a billion times, if you want to fund shit in the United States, you need to broaden your tax base. Middle-class people especially, and kind of working-class people don't really pay that much in taxes in the United States compared to their European counterparts. And you need to broaden that if you really want to fund stuff. And then also Americans hate easy to levy taxes. We are all about these like fucking exotic financial transaction taxes or wealth taxes or death tax. Like, I don't know why, but Americans are just fucking allergic to just implementing things like a VAT or just increasing the basic taxes that already exist. But it's just most Americans don't want to pay taxes. Even middle class or working class people just don't want to pay. Nobody wants to pay taxes. So nobody is okay with like implementing taxes. And they are under this weird assumption that if we just tax the top 0.01%, they can somehow fund every single thing in the country, which is never going to be the case.
No regular hours, no self-guided tours. That's accessible, right? I'm taking the tax write-off. That work, guys?
Nice approach.
Yes. And yes, that is a real example of philanthropy really being vanity projects with no public benefit. Thanks again to ProPublica for their great reporting on it. Okay, moving on. Now, there are billionaires who give to real causes that benefit real people, who give away a large amount of their fortune to actually change the world for the better. But it's also...
This sounds like reductionist. I feel like if people did this so blatantly, they'd get charged for finance crimes. For what he just described, I'm sure he probably read the paper and it's real. It wouldn't surprise me at all, though, if things like this kind of stuff existed, because it's very, but this is what I'm talking about in terms of like, if you create these like hyper-specific types of tax write-offs and shit, it's just very, very, very hard to enforce them. The IRS doesn't have the manpower to go after shit like this. And it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's like, arguably this tax write-off exists for a good reason. You want people to have publicly accessible art galleries and stuff, but maybe the rules should be different around it. But I'm sure for like, there are a lot of hyper specific things like this, I'm sure, that exist in the tax code that some people can take advantage of. I just don't think, you wouldn't raise anywhere near as much revenues you think you would by taxing all the shit.
Tax write-off. That work, guys?
Nice approach.
Yes. And yes, that is a real example of philanthropy really being vanity projects with no public benefit. Thanks again to ProPublica for their great reporting on it. Okay, moving on.
Maybe I misunderstood, but it sounds like there's no 15 million cap on the stepped-up basis thing. So if you inherit a stock, your new basis is reset to market value. Hold on. Step-up basis, definition of how it works for inherited property. So my basic tax is just the cost base of inheritance, the date of the previous owner's death. The adjustment is important because the cost base determines the tax cost base impact for the beneficiary. When the market value of inheritance is higher at the time of the owner's death than the original, the cost basis rises. This reduces the capital gains tax owed if the asset is sold later. However, if the market value of an asset is decreased, the asset cost base step down instead of stepping up. In practice, most inherited after death are stepped up, not stepped down. This is because financial assets pass on the heirs. Separation provision applies to various types of financial assets. Cost basis for heirs is raised to the market value on the previous owners, or those critics argue the benefit of how does step-up basis work? Cost is pricing. Example. Let's suppose Jane says, okay, stop. She on her state oath be. This is okay. So this is what I'm talking about. So let's suppose Jane purchases a share of stock at $2 and dies when its market price is $15. So when Jane dies, that asset that's passed on to the child has a step up in basis. So they get it pretending like they just bought it at $15. However, had Jane sold the stock before dying at $15, she or her estate after her death would be liable for capital gains tax on a gain of $13. But oh wait, hold on. It's not saying this yet. My understanding is that this $13 gain is applied to her estate tax deduction, which only goes up to $15 million. But we'll see what it says in here. Hold on. Instead, her heirs' cost basis becomes $15, so that if the stock is later sold, or the tax would have been incurred on the increased. Okay, the cost of an asset is step-up basis and community priority. Does it say it in here? Somebody find this rule. I'm almost positive this is how it works. Like 92% positive. So it's argued that eliminating the step-up basis could discourage savings and result in double taxation, but after the 2017 federal estate tax exemption doubled, only 0.04. After 2017, the federal estate tax exemption doubled. Yeah, because the federal estate tax exemption is what you apply that step-up in basis to. If the asset is sold, treat differently community. House may be spent for wealthy households. Bottom line. Heritage assets. Fuck, they don't say anything about it in here. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 93% sure this is the case. Somebody find me an IRS page to look it up. Or I can just, we're gonna try. Is there a limit on stepped up basis estate tax. Well, maybe this. To most appreciated assets, including this. There's no way this is the case. We will find this. Hold on. Generally, the gross proceeds from the sales of inherited property included in gross income. So I'm going to determine if the sale of the is money received from the sale of inherited property considered taxable income? No, we're looking for the. There should be an IRS page on this, I think. Oh my God. For debts after 2009, the stepped-up basis is limited to a maximum of 1.3 million for general assets and 3 million for spouses added to the carryover. So this is talking about a limit. Oh wait, is it this? Stepped-up basis allows the tax basis of an asset to be adjusted to reflect its value at the time the owner passes away. Increasing the base of an asset reduces the portion of it that's subject to capital gains tax. Capital gains are considered realized and are subject to taxation. Tax basis reflected. Stepped-up basis is one of the largest federal tax expenditures. According to the Joint Committee on Taxation, it would account for $58 billion in foregone revenues for the federal government in 2024. That is equal to about a quarter of all revenues from taxes on capital gains. Revenue loss from stepped-up basis amounts to almost a quarter of annual revenues. Sure, but I'm pretty sure if you got rid of the, is it the estate tax? Then you would just capture all of this because there would be nothing to step up the basis against. Opponents of stepped-up basis argue the provision as a tax sheltering strategy primarily benefits wealthy taxpayers, of course. So it serves to shield some capital gains from ever being taxed. In 2019, 56% of the benefits, or $22 billion, went to the top 20% of descendants estates, with $7 billion of that amount going to the top 1%. Creates an incentive pathway to continue to pass assets one generation to the next within the same family. Top end. Others argue that eliminating stepped-up basis would result in a form of double taxation that would arise from the combination of the estate tax and the capital gains tax. However, only descendants with estates greater than 13.61 million will be required to file an estate tax return in 2024. Proposals. Estate tax be required to file an estate tax. My understanding is there's no limit to the setup. However, you have to pay the estate tax still. So you might have to sell assets if you inherited like $1 billion to pay for the estate tax. But I think when you sold those assets, the basis would be reset. Oh, that could be it. That it doesn't take away from the estate tax, but if the stepped up in basis is lower than what your estate tax exemption would be, then necessarily you wouldn't pay tax on it because it comes under that anyway. That could be the case. So it would effectively be the same thing. Wait, somebody, hold on. The lifetime estate and gift tax exemption is indexed for inflation and is $13.99 million for 2021. The exemption is a lifetime exemption for both taxes. Any portion taxpayers use to reduce their gift tax liability, okay, in life would reduce your estate tax exemption. Lowest exemption available to them to count against their estate. A generation skipping tax is also imposed to address estate tax avoidance through gifts and bequests to a later generation. Okay, heirs of an estate take as their basis the amount to be deducted for purposes of future capital gains, the value of the asset at the date of the descendant's death, decedent's death. Estate tax. This treatment is referred to as a basis means that no capital gains tax is paid on the appreciation of assets during the descendant. Decedent? Is that decedent? Descendant? I don't know. Lifetime. For example, suppose a stock purchased 100K and the value at the time of death is 200K, gain of 100K. If the heir sells the stock for 250K, the gain of 50K, 250K minus is recognized 100%, $100,000 gain during the that accrued during the descendant's lifetime is never taxed. The step-up rules do not apply to gifts in which carryover basis is applied. Step-up in basis is a feature of the income tax law since it applies regardless of whether an estate tax applies. Its existence justification for the estate tax. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think if you should you have to pay an estate tax and a step-up in basis tax and not get the basis at the same time. I'm trying to think of that. Assuming there's no exemption. If somebody buys a thing for $100, they give you the thing. By the time they die, it's worth $1,000. When they transfer it to you, I'd have to think about that a lot harder. Would you have to sell off part of the estate to pay the taxes on it? If you didn't have the setup, I think it would be kind of bad since you would be double taxed. I mean, it feels like a double tax to the inheritor, but that's because there was a never tax on the on the donator, right? I'm trying to think. I inherit $1 million in stock. Let's say it was worth $100. I get the $1 million stock. I don't know what the inheritance tax is or the estate tax is, assuming. The step up in basis happens at death. The estate tax happens after. So say you pass $100 million basis to your kids, but after estate tax, they only get like 60 million. But their basis is 100 million. Seems dumb. Well, no, they would get the full 100 million. They would just have to pay 40 million to inherit the 100 million. So it makes sense that it would still have that value. If you want to call me in, the step-up basis would have no limit, but it doesn't matter. The step-up in basis is to prevent the same gain from being taxed twice, once on death through the estate tax and again when the inheritor sells it. Yeah, can tax man. I understand that. I feel like sometimes people who are anti-tax do this like avoiding double taxation argument. I don't know if I feel like principally not being double taxed is a thing that is good and should be cherished. I don't know how I feel about that. So because the number one argument I usually hear, sometimes I'll hear people levy this against any capital gains tax. They'll say, well, all capital gains taxes are unethical because you're taxing income twice. Because in order to invest in a thing, you got money and then you invested it and now you're taxing the money. But like, I feel like we do this with a bunch of other forms of income, right? Like every single sales tax in a way is like double taxation, right? Well, hold on, I earned $10 and now I've got to pay taxes on this $10 thing that I just bought, even though is it not? I don't know if that's like an argument in and of itself that I value, the like avoiding double taxation or whatever. VAT and income is double tax. Yeah, I feel like any kind of consumption tax is almost like a double tax, but oh, but the wait. What's the second? So when a person dies, and estate taxes. Oh no, fuck. Never mind. I would think about this a lot more, because this would kind of suck. The estate tax is assessed at the current fair market value of the assets. How could you not? This is why I thought the step up in basis was levied against that deduction. It would be weird if somebody passed $100 million onto me and they had to pay the estate tax against that $100 million, not the cost basis, but the market value. Then it makes sense that it would be passed on at the market value, where your basis would be whatever. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. It probably should be like that, right? I think so. So there's no tax on the capital gains of the stock after someone dies. Well, you're taxing somebody based on the, you're taxing somebody when they die, you're taxing them on the fair market value of the asset, regardless of cost basis. So when it's handed off to the next person, it should probably be handed off at whatever it was taxed on, right? So if I buy a stock at $100, and then that stock appreciates to $1 billion, and then I die, you're not taxing my $100 cost basis. You're taxing the $1 billion market value. So if I'm taxed, so I'm gonna have to pay $200 million or $300 million, and then if that's passed on to the next person who then inherits that, it makes sense that they would inherit it at the market value that the tax was assessed at, not at the cost basis, right? I'm trying to think of like, what's the difference between that versus somebody liquidating their asset right before they die, paying capital gains against that, and then transferring that to the next of kin. That would probably be a much higher taxable event, right? Because you're creating two taxable events. You'd just be losing money at that point, right? I don't know. Okay, sorry. We're going back to this.
None. Now, there are billionaires who give...
If he dumped, or if he dived into a whole fucking vault of gold coins, he would die, by the way.
Thanks again to ProPublica for their great reporting on it. Okay, moving on. Now, there are billionaires who give to real causes that benefit real people, who give away a large amount of their fortune to actually change the world for the better. But it's also very common for billionaires to use foundations and philanthropy as tax shelters and vanity projects. And the IRS doesn't really come down on these people very often. Oh, I just got an email saying I'm going to Switzerland. Because I donated to the presidential campaign, the president is assigning me to be the ambassador to Switzerland. And I know the president said that he wouldn't be appointing his donors to these types of roles, but here I am. Seems like a lot of us donors are getting appointed. This is great. Let's get the jet ready to go to Switzerland. So you can see that my fortune at this point buys me anything I want, but it's actually starting to be more and more about buying influence in society and politics. But this is just the beginning. Let's see what happens when we 100x this.
100x?
Okay, things are about to get kind of nuts because we're about to 100x this pile. To go from 1 billion to $100 billion.
There's less than 20 people who have this much net worth or more. They're almost all Americans who started technology companies. Elon Musk, the world's richest man, has anywhere from 4 to 5 times this much, depending on the day. And at this point, there's no way I can convince you how much money this is. Like, you have to combine the incomes of over 7.5 million Americans toiling away, earning the median salary of $63,000 a year. 7.5 million people earning the amount of money controlled by one guy. Hi, my name is Bradley. I founded a technology company decades ago, and it is now one of the most valuable companies on earth. I still run it actively, and most of my $100 billion fortune is in the form of a huge amount of stock in this company. How do I even think about where to live? I could go the direction of Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani and build my own personal 27-story skyscraper, complete with a hanging garden and a 6th-floor garage where I can store 168 cars. Or I could collect a portfolio of trophy homes all over the world. I'll buy this one in Florida for $173 million. Got 33 bedrooms and 39 bathrooms. That is a lot of toilets. I'll buy a spot in London, but I'll make sure to buy all the properties around it, so I've got a lot of privacy. That one cost me $202 million. I'll grab a bunch of property along this coastline in Malibu. I'll buy this private golf course next to my 19,000 square foot mansion, even though I don't really play golf. And I'll even pay $86 million for a Zen temple in Japan because I'm super into Japan. But let's add to the list buying this entire island of Lanai, Hawaii. All in all, my big portfolio of houses around the world adds up to about $2 billion worth of homes. But if I'm like Larry Ellison, whose homes all of those I just mentioned are, this isn't even 1% of my net worth. But I don't want to just buy homes. Maybe I want to buy a social media company.
Uh-oh.
I'm really into influence right now, and influencing the media is a great way to influence society. And this is where I can take the loan thing that we talked about earlier to a whole new level. Yes, I could sell a bunch of my stock to get cash to buy the social media company. Or I can do what Elon Musk did and take out a giant loan, billions of dollars, that I don't have to pay taxes on, that is based on my vast fortune. Musk was about to take out a loan of $12.5 billion, but then ended up taking about half that to buy Twitter. And this is what's wild, is the loan thing, at this level, I can plan to just do this forever. I never have to pay off these loans. I never have to sell off any of my stock. I could keep paying down the interest so it doesn't compound, but even if I don't, my fortune grows way faster than this debt accrues. And the real benefit of this happens when I get close to the end of my life. It's been decades. I have all these loans. They've grown, accrued interest. My fortune has grown way faster. And at the end of my life, I could sell a bunch of my portfolio, get a bunch of cash, and pay off all my loans before I die, so I don't leave my children saddled with all my loans. But I don't want to do that, because I would have to pay a huge amount of taxes if I did. And if you haven't noticed, I don't like taxes. My goal now, as I get close to the end of my life, is to set my family up to inherit my vast fortune in the most advantageous way possible. So I max out the gifting exemption. There's like $14 million I can do there, but that's like a drop in the bucket. I'll set up some trusts that technically remove control of my wealth and pays out a certain amount to the named beneficiaries, like my children and grandchildren, over a period of time, potentially forever. But watch this. My portfolio...
I love you, Ken Taxman.
...is a vast fortune that is mostly loaded with unrealized gains, meaning this is all money that has grown in the market. I haven't paid taxes on it yet because I haven't taken it out. The moment I take it out, I have to pay taxes. But what I can do is when I die, I can give this giant fortune to my daughter, let's say.
The loan trick only works once, though. If you do it multiple times, the interest becomes larger than your stock returns, right? No, you should be able to roll that indefinitely. There's no reason why. It's not like you're borrowing against the same thing over and over again.
And the moment I give it to her, boom, the clock resets. She inherits that fortune, and suddenly, it's as if she has zero gains. Meaning she could sell this entire portfolio on day one and pay no taxes. Those unrealized, untaxed gains disappear, never to be taxed.
But there would have to be some estate tax. Or I don't know how the trust structuring works to make it so you can avoid the estate tax. I don't know enough about those tax schemes for estates or whatever.
And yes, there's a big
or
estate
whatever.
tax that I have to pay when I die, but my army of wealth managers have figured out a way to buy an insurance policy that will pay that tax for me. Anyway, I'm not dead yet. Let's talk about yachts. Because at this point,
Like,
at
we
$100
lost
billion,
a little bit,
I can get the top of the line. Look at this 600-foot long, $600 million yacht. This thing has a crew of 80 people. It can cross the Atlantic without refueling. It's got a pool, a helipad, a movie theater, a golf training room, because, you know, I got.
What are your general thoughts on taxing inheritances? I don't know. I'd have to think a lot about it. I think the issue with inheritances are, I would have to think a lot about it. They mean different things for different people. And I don't know if they mean anything that what people think they mean. Like people talk about like inheritances as being things that help out children in life, but in my opinion, they don't really, unless you were to skip a generation.
I'd have to think a lot
right?
about
Like,
it.
but when your parents are
the
dying,
issue
you should
with
already be pretty deep into your life and your career. Like a parent dying should never be like, oh, thank God, like me and my wife can finally get a home now because my mom and dad just died. Mom and dad die probably when you're in your deep 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s or 70s, depending on how long people are living, right? So that those inheritances are never flowing down to you like at a time in your life when you need them. They're usually just extra money or assets to juggle around, unless you bequeath those to your children, to your grandchildren or whatever. I guess they could structure their things in such a way. But then when it comes to wealthy people, when it comes to like estates and inheritances, I feel like their children are not set up well because they're going to inherit a bunch of stuff from their parents. It's because they're just, their whole life is set up really well and they're already working in or integrated to a business or earning stuff or getting stuff. Like there's like, they already have like massive benefits as well, you know? I don't know. But then when it comes to wealthy people, when it comes to
Practice my swing when I'm out in the Atlantic. I pay my crew super well. Many of my crew stay on board my yacht for years. Oh, and did I mention that it's not just the yacht? I also have this little shadow barge that follows my yacht around when we're out to sea. It carries extra fuel so we can be out on the water longer.
Shadow barge.
It also keeps some of my car collection. Oh, what's that? You're burning to hear about my car collection? I have 2,000 cars. This giant collection is worth around $200 million. It's kind of my hobby. Another real example from this billionaire. And just when I thought I had the top of the line, there's something else I got my eye on. This super yacht airship crossover that's straight out of Star Trek. I want this.
I want this. Wait, yeah, shit.
Especially because the article says that, quote, crossovers can be oodles of fun when done right. I want oodles of fun. My super yacht's starting to look boring because I have to stick to the sea. But with this crossover, I can go anywhere because it literally turns into a blimp and goes onto land, and it costs about $1 billion. And yes, it's got all the bells and whistles, a pool, a sauna, a gym, a helipad, tenders, and a nice big garage for my cars. And yeah, we gotta talk about my private jet. Oh, sorry, private jets. I have 3 of them, and they're all huge. My favorite one is this one. This is the ACJ350. It's got a cabin that's
It's in outer
167
space?
feet long. Over 3,000 square feet of floor space on this sucker. I bought this thing for $360 million, and I spent another $100 million just to renovate the interior because I wanted a spa on board. I mean, totally worth it, right? Oh, and on a more grave note, I had to make a deal with my pilot that in case of the apocalypse, which I think about a lot, I'll let him and his family come with me to my compound. Like if we have to escape, I need to guarantee that I have a pilot to fly me away in case like the mob comes knocking. Where will I fly? Oh, I've got some options. I've got bunkers all over the place. Some of them have airstrips, so I can just fly right to them. My favorite one is in New Zealand, where a lot of us ultra wealthy are burying bunkers. This thing is buried underground. It's got a pantry, a gun room, a surgery station. This thing only cost me $8 million to build, but that's not including the couple $1 million I had to invest in New Zealand for several years to qualify for an investor visa, so they'll like let me into their airspace. My other bunkers include huge pieces of land in Hawaii, where I have a huge full-time staff, including a person who raises my Wagyu cattle, just like my buddy Mark
Creating
Z. He's got one
jobs.
too. We love Wagyu.
Those
And
are job
hydrofoils.
creators.
When I say and hydrofoils, cut to him on the hydrofoil out in the... We got this, Mark. Okay, but I'm not all doom and gloom apocalyptic. It's just a backup plan. I have hobbies too, but my hobbies have turned into kind of reality bending projects. Like, I want to go to space.
I feel super connected to love.
I want to create my own libertarian nation in the South Pacific. I've got the money to do it. I have like more money than a lot of nations. Or I could throw my money at wild, innovative ideas, like making human brains talk to computers or finding ways for humans to live forever. My security team is now huge, dozens and dozens of professionals, many of them former Navy SEALs. And it's hitting me that at this level, I have so much money I can actually make a huge impact in the world. I have the ability to give away over $19 billion of my wealth, no strings attached, to help change the lives of underrepresented people like Jeff Bezos' ex-wife did. I could put billions of dollars into eradicating infectious diseases and focusing on improving maternal and child health funding like Bill and Melinda Gates have done. It's a lot of power that I have to affect what public health initiatives get done. Or I could pour my philanthropic money into foundations that give me tax benefits and serve my own ventures and are completely controlled by me and my family. I could do either. And my level of influence is not just in the philanthropic causes I could fund. I also rub shoulders with the most influential decision makers in the world. Did I mention that as part of my real estate portfolio, I've got this huge swath of beach in Florida where I've created an enclave for the rich. It's right next to the president's Florida residence, and it's where I make sure that I rub shoulders with the right people. This election cycle, I'm going to spend almost $300 million on getting my favorite candidate elected to be president. That seems like a lot. Is that legal? Actually, yes. Look, I have a front row seat to the inauguration, and the president is giving me the job I've always wanted, which is taking a chainsaw to the federal government.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw!
Whew, wow, well that
God, he's such a cringe fucking loser. Money can't buy class. Or alpha male.
It's quite the journey.
Behaviors.
If there's one thing I've learned on my journey from $100 million to $100 billion, it's that wealth begets more wealth. That's why I did all those like tax calculations and debt to show you that when you have wealth and ownership of assets in a capitalistic system, you become impervious. You can build a fortress of wealth that just keeps growing. And then once you have that fortress, it allows you to influence government and policy and media that then serves your interests to get more wealth, all while opportunities, wages, and resources stagnate for the majority. This isn't a broken system. This is a system working exactly how it was designed by policy choices and decisions. And it might strike you as unfair. I think it is, but I also...
This is true. This is very true for money and wealth and everything. But I think the issue is that everything in life kind of works on this type of accrual basis. Like, you can apply this to literally any area ever that you have, where like being healthy begets more health, right? Let's say that you want to go on a big caloric deficit or lose a bunch of weight or whatever. Like, the capacity that your body has for cardio or for work in general is going to be much higher if you're already healthy. Or let's say that you have a massive dramatic event, or you get divorced from a spouse or something, and you lose some friends or whatever. Well, if you have a huge network or group of friends already, you can bounce back from that way fucking easier. You might even have your new spouse already hitting you up, and you just don't know it yet at the end of your last breakup. Like, in life, when things are going well in certain areas, it always there's like a geometric compounding where it always works much better, and you can always absorb way more shock or way more like bad events that you basically just they roll off your back and you don't even care. Whereas when you're at the bottom of any of these systems, when shit gets fucked, you're mega fucked because you have no capacity to absorb any volatility, and now it's gonna fuck you hardcore. Yeah.
I think it's really dangerous. It's exactly the type of concentration that creates a politics of grievance and anger and resentment and hopelessness, all so that a few people can have access to their fancy boats and exclusive parties.
Yes, but inheritance extends this into your progeny's life, possibly across generations. That's kind of the baseline issue in my opinion. But yeah, but it's not, I don't think it's just raw inheritance of like passing on assets. Like, that is always going to happen. If you carry a certain last name, if your parents were of a certain prestige in society or business ownership, like, you're going to be working your dad's business when you're 18, and you're going to go right into your dad's business at 22, 20, whatever. There's no way to divorce people from that unless you literally start shuffling people. When they're born, you get shuffled into new families, and you have like a lottery for kids or whatever. And then when people die, everything is just bequeathed to the state. There's no way to erase a lot of those gains. But I mean, obviously you should use government policy and systems to try to equalize it as much as possible. If you're ultra wealthy and you could absorb 100 negative effects or negative events, and a poor person can absorb, one negative event, it's probably okay to redistribute some away from the guy who can absorb 100 negative events, so he can only absorb 95, to now the poor person can absorb like 50 negative, that's exaggerating, but yeah. Broader question. Is there a point after which you judge a wealth distribution curve in a society is unacceptable? Outside of hypothetical that ignores human biology history, it feels like the trend of capital accumulation at the top is an issue that the system won't be able to bear politically within like 50 years tops. Maybe. Unfortunately, what is it? Comparison is the thief of joy. That does seem to be an issue for people, but this is like a political question maybe, and not necessarily like an econ question. Because there are probably policies that are economically or financially retarded, but they're probably politically more good because people want to see like some level of equalization or whatever. I don't know, but you'll never hit that in an acceptable manner in my opinion. Like, I don't know how you would deal with that. But this is like a political question maybe, and not necessarily like an econ question. There are probably policies that are economically or financially retarded, but they're probably politically more good. My perception, at least, is that investment capital feels like exponential growth that sustains itself without much input. other more fair examples mentioned feel kind of linear or linear. Maybe. I don't know, though. I don't know if that's true. If you take an ordinary fat person and then you take another person who's like worked out their whole life and then you say, okay, I want you to get fat and try to lose the weight, the person can probably do that fairly easily. And like the fat person is going to feel even shittier. But the person who's been like healthy, working out, managing their diet their whole life, the thing is that even if you take away the things, they already have like so much discipline, so many routines, so much knowledge related to the thing that they can just pursue that thing again like relatively easily. Whereas the other person, there's just so much stuff you learn in life being in better environments or better scenarios that, yeah, it's hard to quantify, I guess, all that stuff. The thing is that even if you take away the things, Jesus Christ. So much discipline, so many routines, so much knowledge related to the thing. Oh no. Pursue that thing again like relatively easily, whereas the other person, there's just so much stuff you learn in life. Charlie Kirk, account based in Has Been Hotel. It's hard to quantify, I guess, all that stuff. California and New York have by far the highest net outflows of domestic companies across the U.S. since the start of 2015. The most cited reasons for relocations have been the regulatory environment and the availability of skilled workers. The source is the Financial Times, who usually write very good articles. But I don't like looking at this on absolute numbers. Like, it feels a little bit not fair. Because when we say, like, California has a much higher number of outbound companies, California probably has an absolute much higher value or much higher amount of companies, right? Like compared to like Georgia or Ohio. I'm sure they account for that in the article somewhere though, right? I don't like looking at this on absolute numbers. Like it feels a little bit not fair. Because when we say like California has a much higher number of outbound companies, California probably has an absolute much higher value or much higher amount of companies, right? Like compared to like Georgia or Ohio. I'm sure they account for that in the article somewhere, though, right?
So, this is an article that's going viral. It's called The Trouble with Wanting Men. Women are so fed up with dating men. Hetero fatalism. So what do we do with our desire? So this was like in the New York Times, so big publication, obviously. And I'm going to read just a couple paragraphs that I think are worth, because it's pretty long, but we'll try. The stranger arrived at the bar before I did, and as I intended him to, and was waiting for me at the table in the back. Okay, just the first sentence. The stranger was waiting for me in the back of the bar, and arrived before I did, just as I intended him to. You're already kind of getting a glimpse of the kind of person you're dealing with, just that first sentence of this whole thing. All right, and I guess some people, it's like, I've seen this on socials before, like, oh, make sure he gets to see you walk in, because it's part of the whole thing. Personally, I find it really sexy when a woman is ahead of time and early at an appointment. To me, that's way sexier. But let's keep going. He had the kind of face I like, and he had been a little difficult to pin down, delayed in his responses, which I also like. Oh man, check this shit. This is a grown woman who's been married before. Okay? Oh my god. The place was loud with the having fun sounds people make when they expect to have fun anytime now, so we were leaning into each other. His hair, I thought, would be good to put my hands in. There comes a time usually when a few extra beats of eyes and eye contact are enough. We passed through those beats and took each other's wrists and met across the table, which was wide enough to frustrate kissing. This is smut. Come on, lady. Back at my place, he was a little shy, I thought, or a little out of practice, but I felt he wanted me. Time now, so we were leaning into each other. His hair, I thought, would be good to put my hands in. There comes a time usually when a few extra beats of eyes and eye contact are enough. We passed through those beats and took each other's wrists and met across the table, which was wide enough to frustrate kissing. This is smut. Come on, lady. Back at my place, he was a little shy, I thought, or a little out of practice, but I felt he wanted me.
Heavily censored, have been uglified, and now there is a monumental
Jesus
amount of
Christ.
backlash surrounding this game because people are upset, people are disappointed, people are angry, and rightfully so. When you go into a remake that they were claiming...
Let's see if it's this bad still. I don't know if I can find it. Where the fuck did it go? And where is it? Gothic 1 remake, Steam. So if you pull this up and you look at the community, right? The community hub, these people are malding out about this. Yeah, there it is again. I don't know what this is. Don't like it, don't buy it. Okay. Pretty simple to do. Why is the developer so selective when listening to feedback? There's another one, constructive feedback. Another one, how's this a thing? Boycott, woke, DEI, uglification of females. Yeah, people are losing their fucking mind. People are very, very mad about this. I think they should be too. It's weird.
up and down was going to be faithful. You don't expect it to be butchered. Now, I have seen some people post on
and they've killed the game. Like, I don't know if this is really going to kill the game, but this is definitely like very negative marketing. Like, it certainly doesn't hurt. It certainly doesn't help. Like, making characters look like that will absolutely attract more negative attention than positive attention. And again, I enjoy being part of that negative consequence. I do. I hate the people that do this. And, you know, again, if I can add to the amount of negative discourse about it, I will always do it. And so hopefully that's what's going to happen. Swamp maxing, yes, exactly. And they're not going to change it either, because they're stuck now where they can't capitulate to people like me. They can't capitulate to the internet, because if they do that, then it's going to be seen as them, you know, agreeing with like the bad people in video games. So they've effectively poisoned their game with no way of getting out of it.
That they are removing posts from the Steam community discussions tab/forums. I haven't seen any that I've opened yet being removed, but I will be keeping a close eye on it over the next couple of days, and I will update you guys in another video if this is the case. But here are just some of the posts being made.
The bad
Hey
people are
devs,
majority?
why did
Yes,
you
clearly.
censor the female characters? I thought this was supposed to be a faithful remake, so why did you censor the revealing outfits from the female characters that were present in the original? And I'm really curious to see if the story is going to be censored at all as well, because of course it's humans losing a war to orcs, and we know how the modern audience views orcs now, how they constantly attack Tolkien's work and Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
and how they
no.
constantly
Not that
want these
orcs are black
depictions
people.
removed
Please,
because
no.
they think people view them as being the equivalent of black individuals, even though it's just them that are saying that. So I think that they are the ones who are actually racist. But regardless, we're also talking about a game that I always had some worries about because of the localization. If you don't know, when Gothic originally released, it was kind
Who
of
are the dwarves?
slammed
Scottish
for
people
its
with
like
drinking
inaccurate
problems.
localization. I was hoping that they were going to do a better job, but at the same time,
So if you go by stereotypes, you know, they think the orcs are black people, the dwarves are Scottish people, the elves are maybe Asians, I don't know, and the goblins are...
it's 2025. I can't really expect developers to put a lot of work and time into the games they're actually working on because they generally don't care. But I still am so sad to see that now we're truly finding out just how bad this is going to be. Took it off my wish list. Female characters look modernized, androgynous, and sterilized. This is a telltale sign the devs don't take the source of the original seriously and have no authenticity. These women are supposed to be dressed like that because they were sex slaves and servants. So yeah,
I think there's a pretty good chance that the sex slave element is going to get removed or censored or in one way or another recalibrated. I think there is a very high probability chance that that will happen, because the people that do this with stories, they love to do that.
Big skip on another modernized
Yeah.
game that will mess up the
That's how it
original
is.
game's charm and authenticity. Too much political correctness. I need to say something very clearly about the Baron. This is the part of Gothic's world. In the remake, they look like generic
Sanitized
NPCs
garbage,
just
absolutely.
to satisfy modern sensibility.
How many of these retards? How do these retards keep getting hired? They get hired because of diversity quotas. They get hired into these companies by diversity quotas and other forms of DEI inclusion systems, and then they are now because this person was added into the company because they're a minority or a protected group. Now it's hard to get rid of them because of that same reason, because they're a minority or a protected group. And so they're effectively like you've just infected your company with a retard like this that's trying to add in a bunch of bullshit into these games. That's what happens. It's retards hiring other retards. Exactly.
Gothic was not a moral game. It was not safe. It was
Self-destructing,
brutal,
absolutely.
misogynistic, immoral, and sexualized. And that's exactly how it was supposed to be. It's always
You're not going to get a new game like that made by a big company that's Western. If you want a game that has any sort of like credibility, you either have to find an indie game or you have to find a game that's made completely outside of the scope of like Western influence. All Western games are poisoned by this dialogue.
funny that there are individuals online who say, you guys aren't intellectuals
reaction,
and you can't handle mature themes. But when it comes time for mature themes they don't like to be depicted in a game, oh my gosh, then it's time to censor. Gothic 1 remake game got modernized. RIP. Chuds really can't have shit in this world. Took it off my wish list. Big skip. Valaya is trans now.
I'm glad to see so many people putting pressure on them doing this. I think that it should be more. The more.
Oh my gosh, then it's time to censor. Gothic 1 remake got modernized. RIP. Chuds really can't have shit in this world. Took it off my wish list. Big skip. Valaya is trans now.
I'm glad to see so many people putting pressure on them doing this. I think that it should be more. The more.
My teammates won't let me play the game. They're just doing everything on their own. It's like the enemy jungler every game. About fucking time, bro. Thank you, team. I needed this. This quest is the Kale quest. You have to kill them twice. You thought Nikish was racist? Watch the Zanium on this shit. You thought Nikish was racist? What's the best Aatrox skin? Does it say it's 1 out of 2? It doesn't say it. This was like actual like winner's queue lobby for once. Aatrox might not be it. You're about to see a fucking movie, little guy. He's the best champ of the game. And Bessa Aatrox are the 2 best junglers in Child Career, I'm pretty sure right now. That aren't Lee Sin. And like maybe Kiana. Mercs are tapped. Thank you, team. Thank you. See, this is how games should go. If their jungler's AFK, we should win the game. So I'm just hitting dragons and objectives and out farming him and taking his camps. We just win the game. We banned this kid's Tarek. Like, this guy needs to get permaban. I'm sorry, man. Like, this guy that is electing to not dodge off of Tarek and losing his team every game should be permabanned. Why? Because he's literally losing his team every game. He can't play anything but Tarek. He can barely even play Tarek. Like, I'm sorry, man, but there's an issue. You are 0-4 on Varus today. You are 0-1 on Scion. You are... I don't know why I searched Aka's, I'm fucking tired. What was the other champ you played on my team? Dr. Mundo. You are 0-1 on Mundo. Not building Bramble Vest against a fucking Vamp set Ravenous Hydra first item fucking Zeus of top lane. I have to buy a fucking orb for you when it's your job to buy Bramble Vest. Like, what? What are we doing, bro? Alright, what are we banning?
That's how it's done. Ooh, my back. Hey, how about a little friendly support? Thank you. Want even more support? Yeah, okay. Ah, memories. Wow, you should see your face right now. Who took this photo?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I get excited about the Subaru Share the Love event because Subaru retailers nationwide are giving back.
Giving back makes us who we are. It's our chance to make a difference together.
Get 0% APR on select new Subaru models, and Subaru will share the love.
Popeyes put garlic palm tenders, cheesy bites, and marinara sauce in a damn good Freddy Fazbear box. Dig in before it's too late. And see Five Nights at Freddy's 2, only in theaters. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diane.
Hi, I just received my new Discover card. It says cash back on every purchase. What's cash back?
It's new. Buy what you need, earn a little extra back.
Even on walkie-talkies, rope, and a baseball bat?
You betcha.
10 to 15 pumpkins? That works.
Absolutely.
How about flowers?
What he meant to say was flamethrower.
A what?
Sometimes, you know, you could have done better. Same goes for where you invest. Level up and invest smarter with Schwab.
3, 2, 1, lift off.
Let's do this. Do you want to make believe with me? Check this out. Wow.
And we're in the middle of it.
Come on, guys, this way.
My man.
Sometimes, you know, you could have done better. Same goes for where you invest. Level up and invest smarter with Schwab.
On game days, Samsung TVs are your gateway to glory because they go big while sweating every detail. And glare? Not in this house. Go big and save now on the ultimate fan-worthy TVs.
Ah, classic, bro. Just put the grays in the bag, and then you get Scion Bard last 2 picks. I can play, I think. Charles was the 9 at finally. Yeah, I think it's actually gonna be fair too, because we're both 50 ping. Oh, we didn't ban Kiana. 15, brother. This guy drops 20 kills on Kiana every game. Just FF, man. Why is Kiana not banned? Why is it never banned? Why is Kiana never banned, man? My Blitzcrank has no skin. You know what that means, right? I don't have to say it. I don't have to say it. He is first timing Blitz, and their Bard has no skin either. They're both autofilled. Which retard will lose this team the game harder? Enemy Bard or my Blitzcrank? Watch him spam ping level 1. Watch it here. 3, 2, 1. I didn't ping. I'll ping for you, bro. Let's go. My mid's gonna get fucking molested this game by Kiana Echo. I promise you. Solo AD. Doesn't matter, bro. This Kiana guy drops 20 kills a game. We didn't ban it for some reason. GG. You use off as Vladimir, but I mean he kind of won down the Malphite game anyways. I watched them. Don't do it. Then keep going, bro. Bars in this brush. Lost. Look up top, don't smile. What? I should path top this game. You know why? We learned the meta on the Korean server. You can top, swap mid top. I agree. They're here. They're here, bro. I swear to God, they're here. I lied, they're not here. She's throwing my schizo. I saw Kiana bot, but like. Loser mentality, man. Faker always plays no skin, doesn't give you skin. Bro, these guys are fucking GM low child players. Like, they do play with it. He's gonna take my blue, I think. I should have fucking worded it, man. I'm retarded. Well, you know what to do then. Just level 2 getting top. And then go to his top side or it's fucking cooked. That is the move. He's either gonna do red side full clear recall into Dark Seal or just do this. This gank is good for me. So I can have smite up for this in time, I think. Someone fucking warded my jungle. And warded the Raptors late to know if he's gonna like walk there. So I have to do this shit. I have no choice. Oh. That's unfortunate. Holy fuck. My fault, I guess. I mean, it's like not that bad, realistically. I just don't know where he is. That's the issue. Because we warded Raptors super late. He probably canceled his recall to just run there as well. And we got a solo kill, which is huge for us. Surely we don't die to this gank, bro. Come on. Like, I ganked your lane first and everything. He's gonna die. Pretty bad. Raptors 405. Does he recall here? He's gonna go crab. How's bot lane looking? Like a deluxe or. I think you just play through mid this game now. I'm down to roam Blitzcrank. I'm down to roam this game. Do I have time to do crab for level 4? I think I do. He should be in his... Ah, shit. I need level 4, man. I'm coming. I'm coming. I mean, I think I have to do what I did. I don't think I know I have to do what I did. Really? Fucking shit. Oh, it's so fucked. Another game, another Sundered Sky. Why? Because I have 3 champs I can never kill anyways, so. Bro, you, why are you off lot, bro? Why? Why always me? Level 4 Kiana. We might just have to the jungle camp, gentlemen. Oh, nice. Another free kill for Mr. Mr. Worldwide on the Echo. Is it?
In a verifiably fabricated survey, 9 out of 10 dentists love Toyota's all-electric BZ. But where's dentist number 10? Let's get her behind the wheel. Dentist number 10 said she wouldn't buy a battery electric vehicle. Maybe she didn't know driving a Toyota BZ would be more fun than eating candy. It's official. One drive can change your mind. Toyota. Let's go places.
Ooh, my back. How about a little friendly support? How about now? Okay.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
How's that? I'm gonna put some sour cream now. Ooh, I bet that's hot. It's nice.
That was.
You know what you need to? Just some cheese.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diane.
Hi, I just received my new Discover card. It says cash back on every purchase. What's cash back?
It's new. Buy what you need, earn a little extra back.
Even on walkie-talkies, rope, and a baseball bat?
You betcha.
10 to 15 pumpkins? That works.
Absolutely.
How about flowers?
What he meant to say was flamethrower.
A what?
Popeyes put garlic palm tenders, cheesy bites, and marinara sauce in a scary good Freddy Fazbear box. Dig in before it's too late. And see Five Nights at Freddy's 2, only in theaters. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Short on nothing, big on weekend. Only on Royal Caribbean.
Finding the perfect gift at a perfect price feels like behind all the holiday magic is you. Max, what makes you, you.
I mean, the game's over. My Blitz just throws a hook instead of walking. Let me type how to play the game. Blitz. This is how you play League for people listening to my stream. If you're as retarded as this guy, you walk into the pits and press E auto attack on the Echo, and he dies in 1 second. But people like this retard that are auto that are solo losing the game will rather just throw a hook, a random hook for fun, miss, and the game's over. That it's not anyone's shit hook, anyways. Yeah, but yeah, game's over. I got to play the game, bro. I got to play the game. Thank you so much for giving this guy 55 kills. And now they're invading my red buff on Vision, and we're not even gonna move because they're on my team. Look at this. Fucking pigs, bro. Absolute piggy make fucking pigs. Look at them. Are we still not gonna move and just die mid lane? FF, bro. The game's over. How else might this guy's playing Echo into Graze? Alright, we can't win, bro. We're gapped in every fucking roll. Like, we're just gapped in every roll. It's unplayable. It's just not real. He can just, like, Echo outsmites at all stages, and he can just play like this all game and not get fucking punished a singular time. Thank you for the Blascone. Bless your heart, you fucking pig. Thanks for the game, bro. Thanks, Blascone. I mean, this is a win trade. This is like, I gotta end stream, bro. It's too obvious. He Blasconed me into their team. Jungle gap huge. Yeah, if your parents were siblings, bro. Noob mute. That fucking gets shot by the enemy fucking support, please, bro. Thank you. Noob mute. Yeah, I made you blast climbing the enemy. I made you not walk into the pin and press E on the echo, eating over the wall. You guys are just too good at the game for me, man. You guys are good players, I promise. Hopefully you get this echo on your team that I probably gapped 80 times. This is probably the same echo I've gapped 50 times straight. This game is just unplayable. I can't win this game. This one is just unwinnable for jungle, unfortunately. Enemy support has my dick in his mouth. My support has his fucking mother's tit in his mouth. He's like 5 years old. It is what it is, bro. Well played, Echo. You're master tier forever. I beat you in jungle 80 times this season. Mid refused to also roam at all with level 6 all game. He just stepped mid and got solo killed. We should just remove the play when that's the game. But it's all good, bro. We win. Alright, next game. Next game is ours. We'll walk to the dragon and who won't use any spells again. Such a shit lobby to play in though, like legit deluxe win trades. Deluxe win trades, bro. Look at this guy. Look, he's just sitting in my jungle with his bard all game, and it doesn't matter because everyone's fucking like children on League of Legends on this team. They just play Yordles like Annie and shit. Well played, Echo. You're the most awesome play I've ever seen. I like the fact your support is stream sniping me, so like these plays are all working. No one's gonna come to the crab. Watch me die 1v10 as per usual. Look at this. This guy's sitting at crab with his jungler. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm gonna go in. I'm done with this game. I'm not gonna lie. It was child toucher, bro. You don't touch children, bro. I promise. On League of Legends, obviously. Your team has to do whatever the fuck they want. Their jungler is getting chased by no one, and I'm getting chased by their support all game. We can win, guys. Trust. Not deluxe, all fanboys. Trust. Yo, we might play the game next batch if we're lucky. We might play next batch. Look at this Echo, bro. His whole team is hovering him. I wish my support stand with me all game like enemy jungle. I mean, what do you want me to do, bro? It's incredible how this guy can play the game. He's been playing like this all game, and no one on my team does what he's doing. This guy should be down 20 fucking levels of how gapped he is. I can't play the game, man. Bard is watching my stream, and my support is watching fucking hentai because he's a fucking cocksucker that likes watching anime figures get fucked. Because he's a fucking weirdo. He's literally a weirdo. He couldn't even walk into the pit and press E auto attack on a fucking Echo. Don't care. Hitting dragon. Hope we play the game. I don't care. Don't care. I'm hitting dragon still. Hope I stop next batch. Nice Echo. Nice Blitzcrank. You did so much that fight. What the fuck? That was awesome. Hick nothing. Silence nothing. At least I'm down 18 CS this game. When I should be up 100 CS because their jungler is so shit compared to me. And their bard's just following him all game and no one on my team gives a fuck. You're really good at bard, man. You don't like children on League of Legends. Like, look at this fucking failure. Look at him. They're just saying my jungle all game, and it's like the most legal shit on this team. Because no one gives a fuck. I don't know why no one cares about winning on this team. How do you play? They can't even kill him, bro. They can't even kill him. You guys are failures, bro. It's too boring. I need to end stream or off stream. This is all stream snipes. This isn't incredible. Noob mute. Noob mute. Mute me because I'm playing 1 versus 5 versus your lane opponent while you're doing nothing. How do you play? They can't even kill him, bro. They can't even kill him.
Let's go, baby. Destra Warlock. Dude, this could be a good lobby. Yo 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 yo. This could be a good lobby. We are the only Mortal Strike in the game. I get to play. Oh, this is good. I think this is good. I think we finally hit the jackpot. No. Let's do it. Yo, this could be our lob. Who you want? Roger that. Roger that. He says, do not in-cap the DPS. Okay, roger that. This guy's... Every single person in these lobbies is watching my stream, by the way. They all... I wish I could shout him out right now. I'm blinded by the light, revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. That looks like he has like big damn transmog on, dude. Big Dan would never be playing this. He wouldn't be caught dead playing. No! He got Witchered! Don't die, bro. You got this, man. No, 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 no! Good. Good. Holy crap, dude. You're... on this guy. Make it reverse. Oh, I don't have reverse. Got the healer. We got big damn here. Okay, good. Good. Are you kidding this guy? Knocks me? Good. Good. I'm polyed. Nice. Lovely, 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 baby. I have a big Reaver's Glaive here. Come on, baby. Little one of those. Little one of those. There's a lot of damn. Another walk. All good. Also another walk. Coming out. Purge. On this guy. On the healer. Oh, don't die. No, 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 don't die. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god. We lost a bloodlust. Here it comes. Fuck me, man. Just couldn't close it out, dude. We just could not close it out. I think I should just... I swear mages cannot fucking die. I'm so stupid. I need to never go on the mage, ever. Mages are just so yuck. I do not like them. I'm gonna crush this guy, bro. I'm literally just gonna crush this guy. I'm literally gonna crush the competition in this game, alright? Loading. Yeah, we need to do some damn here. Oh, do one of those. Do one of those. I didn't imprison the mage. Have to, sorry, bro. This enhancement shaman is just an immortal tank, bro. He just runs around in circles, being immune to death. Kill him! Oh my god, thank god, bro. Finally. Something goes our way. Big damn. Holy shit. Look at this guy. I mean, this guy's got big damn written all over him, man. This guy's big damn for sure. Look at his mog. He looks like a little freaking garden gnome. Imagine losing to this. How soul sucking it is. Yes, man. Hit him at 99%. I'm gonna try and reverse.
They switched to T-Mobile to stay well connected here and there with non-stop calls, texts, and data between the US and Mexico. Switch and get 4 Samsung Galaxy S25 phones on us with no trade-in needed and 4 lines for just $25 per line.
Fire is the only pure thing in this world. Burn them all.
You've seen what they can do. Whatever happens, you keep the kids safe. You swear to me. The day has come.
Avatar Fire and Dash, rated PG-13. Get tickets now.
Hey, Matter. Play long time.
Excuse me, where's the C train?
Hey, Meta, where's the C train?
It's 200 feet to the left.
Thank you.
I can make a big man do the running man.
Hold on, let me show you all the range.
If you want the dance, then you gotta take a chance. Stand up, soldier. Let's go. Wait a minute, why they in their feelings? Wait a minute, they thought I was finished. Wait a minute, let's get back to business. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
PlayStation.
Is this real?
Are you really Harry Potter?
Harry Potter, our new celebrity.
Harry, you're a great wizard, you know.
Harry Potter, the boy who lived.
Harry Potter, the full cast audio editions. Listen on Audible.
This defensive cooldown and just getting bolted for 5 million through my main defensive. Augers in the hole. Absolutely disgusting. Take me. He's dead again. Here it is, Bolt. Double stun them. Foiled on my go. Nice, beautiful. Said Frost is done so at Midnight Call. That what are these changes they are making? All the charging Zugs will have a field day with 30-second CD on Blink and no blast save. Yeah. You think there'll be more pruning? I don't know. I don't think about it. I don't think so, actually. I'm not convinced of that. One bolt. Stunned him. Okay. Cannot get there. This Warlock, dude, somebody look this one. This Warlock feels like he's much better than a 2200 Warlock. No? Yeah, looks like he playing Warlock his whole life. Gates across the universe again. Max, gimme. I'll stun this if he decurs. Fuck. Decurs me, and then you miss CS, sadly. I mean, what do I do, man? I need out of the CC. We need out of the CC. Another walk. Juices, mate. Shadow fairies, mate. I can count on one hand how many times I've gotten freed in this game. God, bro. I love how I died through blur twice. Like, just complete nonsense, man. What is this? Look at this. Look at this. This last AWC of the Worth In was fun to play in. Made a silly webcomic recap of the EU Grand Finals. Hello, I'm Tessia. I'll be telling you the tale of the Arena World Championship Season 3 2025 Grand Finals. Congrats to the champs. Orog, Swapsy, Bigmix, and Limps. Wait, I want to see this. Vinruki on a hike. First, we have Vinruki, a fantastic caster both in-game and on the desk. He always secretly wishes for the mage to win. He enjoys a healthy snack, he loves multiclassing, and he hates Beast Cleave. Oh, and if you're a mountain, you will get hiked. It's me! Then we have Supatees, also known as the Rap God and commentator GOAT. He can hype a game like nobody else. He'll pull out the best sax solos you've ever heard out of nowhere. And he will always root for the Moonkin if there is one. He looks like Vin Diesel, dude. If you are a mountain, you will be hiked. That's sick. How does the explosive aim shot thing work? Yeah, it's dumb. So this is how it works. 100% of the time when you use explosive shot, you get an instant aim shot. So every single time, without failure, 100% chance, if you press explosive shot, you will get an instant aim shot. Just when you press it, not even when it explodes, literally just press it. Crazy. I don't want to give up on Demon Hunter, guys. I'm not giving up. I'll just have to do it when I get home, I guess. Does Demon Hunter feel very similar to Fury Warrior? Yeah, a lot of these melee feel similar. Like Windwalker Monk, Arms Warrior, Demon Hunter. Hoorah! Did you hit 2400? No. NO. I just played a game against a Destro Warlock where they killed me through blur. I blurred at 100% health and died to 2 Chaos Bolts 2 games in a row. It was poggers. Can you get Glad and solo queue? No, you cannot. No, you cannot. There. Mystical the Monk says he's queuing into his Marks Hunters. Let's see. He says, I've been starting up the Glad grind, and I can already tell I'm going to hate my life if I only queue into MM Hunters every single game. Well, you will, buddy.
Breath. Okay. Oh my god. What? Okay, disarm Hunter here? Oh my. Bro, what? 52 disarm Hunter here? Oh my. Bro, what? 52 to dead in 0.4 seconds. 5 million aim shot.
Good.
Trapped.
Shield for
I get a full
myself
song
here.
on the priest.
Above.
Oh my.
Shield for
I get a
myself
full song
here.
on the priest.
Above.
Oh my. Oh my god. Yeah, no, you died. Just 9.6 million black arrow. Remember, we're Marks Hunters. I have to deal with kicks right now. Oh, come on, man. A 6 million black arrow. Scattered. Trapped. Breath. Okay. I will listen. Oh my god. What? What? I'm gonna disarm Hunter here? Oh my. Bro, what? 52 to dead in 0.4 seconds. 5 million aim shot.
Good.
Trapped.
That's awesome, man.
I get a full song on the priest.
Yeah. Where's Zico? Oh, I'm sure they'll make a video for Zico. Or I'm sure Tessia will make one for Zico too. What is the best healer for MM Destro? MM Destro? Probably Resto Shaman. Still playing Reaver? I am, yeah. I don't know why these big hits need to be in the game. Yeah. Well, they don't. But they have all of their damage. They have all of their damage loaded into aim to like 2 abilities, you know? So they kind of have to hit hard. And Poike, I think it's end of season crunch time here for Mop, and he says, it really is time for a stealth mode so that players can hide their online status. I don't think you guys realize how much it ruins competitive PvP and how much of a problem it is with all the selective queuing that's going on. To clarify, players won't just randomly queue anymore. They'll just /who and third-party websites and streams to clear the air before hitting the queue button. They see a difficult matchup for them, playing, they simply won't play until they can guarantee an easy win. This is basically modern time cheating, and another layer to this is that people will counter gear in arena, using full stamina sets, a Firelands trinket, swapping helmets. All these things greatly decrease the PvP quality. It's going to continue to be a massive problem heading into Anniversary. Unless you guys do something about it, it creates a super unfair environment for people to play competitively and push titles. Tell him to stop RMTing. RMTing? There's no way. I wouldn't do that. I'm logging out of Demon Hunter, dude. We're gonna mix it up, guys. I need to mix it up a little bit. We're gonna have to get this when I get back from my vacation. Also, this is from a friend trying to do the PP training grounds. Got 2 training ground queues to pop on beta. Both times, Battlefield Gneas NPC stay on the boats and don't move. Yeesh! Well, that's not good. That's crazy, man. Fucking crazy, eh? Accurate representation, 10 out of 10. You don't even get to play the BG though. It doesn't work at all. No, no, no. It's time to win. Win, 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 win. I love winning. All right, here we go. I want to heal for a sec, you know? Said Kung Fuchi is looking fresh. Thank you. I'm a big fan of the golden transmog. I wish I had like full gold pants though, you know? I'll put the skirt back on. Dude, I feel like I'm gonna be happy healing. I don't know why. I feel like this next queue is gonna be a fun one. I can just feel it. I mean, I don't think any of my items are that special though.
Things got real hard for me once I got out of the military.
The reason that he wanted to get a house was to have a good, safe place for him and his daughter.
I had to do a lot of rebuilding to where I could buy a house.
Since we retired, we've purchased 10 homes.
Dear Bill, you've lived a life of service and sacrifice.
We want to give back to you.
We know how much sacrifices you made, and so we have a surprise for you.
Y'all are for real?
100%.
Are you kidding?
It's real, dude.
Am I dreaming right now?
I'm trying to hold back tears, bro.
Popeyes put garlic palm tenders, cheesy bites, and marinara sauce in a very good Freddy Fazbear box. Dig in before it's too late. And see Five Nights at Freddy's 2, only in theaters. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Wait a minute, why they in their feelings? Wait a minute, they thought I was finished. Wait a minute, let's get back to business. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. PlayStation.
Welcome to Freddy's.
Oh no.
Freddy, Bonnie,
Foxy,
and Chica.
There's no way that'll work.
Rated PG-13.
A Boost Mobile expert really delivered and set up my new phone while I'm on the job.
Everything is set up and running for you.
You made this whole switching thing easy. Just don't touch anything.
Oh, hello.
Oh, what's that? Oh, actually, where were you last night?
I am actually, I was making fruit.
I was making a comedic joke. I said don't touch anything.
Sorry.
Introducing Store to Door. Switch and get a new device with expert setup and delivery. Wherever you're at, visit Boost Mobile.
For views like this, you gotta get out there. In a Ford Bronco, enjoy open air freedom and capture another day in a Ford.
Be more alien with Alienware.
Look at this new kitchen.
Everything is so stylish.
The new reno's nice, right?
Now, do you actually use these?
Those and these.
I am so proud.
They're just drawers, honey. That is nice.
I think you have my dream kitchen.
You really got it all, except the dishwasher.
You know I hate doing dishes.
Yes,
We do.
Speaking of which, Dad, you want to set this on the table?
The kitchen of your dreams.
I think I'm ready to move in.
And your mom's. At a price you didn't dream possible. IKEA. Dream the possibilities.
All right, let's see here. Go. Plum Jizzle. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, bro. The fact that you were so greedy. Oh, GG. I don't like that he lay on hands. Cavi is basically all my cooldowns. Oh my god, I can't believe you're so greedy, bro. Big fear. Well, Hex, I got Coco again. I'm full feared. Might lose. We might lose. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Please, I use everything to keep you alive. We just use swap. Dead. Shield of Vengeance. Doubles on them. I'm full hacks. Run. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh! No! I cocooned the wrong person, you stupid. Oh my god, we lived. 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 Oh my god! I cocooned the wrong person and we won! Yes, thank you. He freaking magic bombed at 1%. Oh my god. I almost gave up, dude. I thought he died. My hands were literally off the keyboard, bro. My healer is trolling. I mean, I didn't troll that game, bro. Believe me. That was a well-calculated cocoon. All right. I think I played that one pretty okay. I made one mistake. Yeah. He could wall. He could wall. I cocoed him. Fine. You're fine. The Coco. The Coco. Yeah. Press that. A statue here. Sprinting him. It actually broke my cocoon, which is kind of wild. That's really bad. Yep, so should be good. Weird, never mind, we lost. Maybe? So dead, bro. Maybe? Yes! Go. Go, baby. I'm talking about. I'm fucking talking about. What's up, Rosa? Good morning. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. I'll put my port here. Put a statue here. Put my balls on this guy. Good. Okay, okay, okay. I trinketed there, which is not my happiest moment. Lighting. Got a full song? Oh, no, 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 no. Please don't die. Please don't die randomly. Please don't die randomly, dude. Just feel free to use buttons if you guys want. Feel free. Yeah, we're good. Oh, that was a really, really, really annoying cat. We might lose because of that. Oh. Oh my god, bro. I had 2 seconds on Cocoon, man. Dude, if we just didn't let that guy bolt 50 times in a row, holy shit. The guy actually casted like 80 Chaos Bolts in the end there. Dang, if he faded a little earlier, I swear we would have won that. Dang it. I wanna like push for CC on the Shaman, but he's just DR'd the whole game. Done. Trap. Tank? Dude, it'd be such an insane tank! Stun. Heal, heal, heal. Holy shit, that's a lot of damn. Please bubble if you need to. Please bubble if you need to. Thank you. It's Rep Paladin. This guy's positioning is like actually just destroying me. I can't play the game. Got this guy. Woo, baby, let's go. Come on, lock in. Lock in. Lock and load. Shake and bake. Oh my god. Yeah, everyone's won at least one. I think we need to play in here. What I would like to do. I dispelled them. You can wall. This is insane damage. I'm gonna die. Don't die, bro. Don't die. Don't die. Weird. Need to shrink it. We're all dead. Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. I hate this Red's positioning, man. He's always playing in this stupid fucking spot the whole game. That's just tilting me. cleared. Oh, we lost. I trolled. This Rhett just loves, like, he loves here. Let me show you guys. This is the positioning that I absolutely hate the most. So, like, I want to play, like, around here, you know what I mean? And he is just always here. The one spot I can never heal him from any position, he's just in this little corner. Or, like, he's right in the ramp at the one spot I can't peek him from anywhere. It's so frustrating. I'm gonna win this game for sure, though. 100%. We already won. I'm telling you, Rat God's going down. Next. See him not losing the opener, or we should be good. Big damn. Going in. This guy walled aggressively, man. He's a crazy guy, eh? Just fucking crazy. Stunned. You know that? Oh, I'm hexed at the worst time ever. I'm winning this game. We're doing it big time. I'm getting called. But I can't. I'm in the middle of something, sorry. The middle of a big game. Big fucking game here. Kill him! So lucky. Done. Lose. We lost. It's over. Had to eat that trap. Now we lost. Guys, that's it for me. Thank you very much for tuning in today, but I have to head out. I just want to say I appreciate you guys watching, and yeah, be good, guys. Have a great week. I'm going to be gone for a few days, going to Los Angeles, so I'll be gone, going on a little vacation. I'll see you guys in a few days when I get back, and yeah, have a good time.
This is the only pure thing in this world.
The world goes much deeper than you imagine.
You want to spread your fire? You need me.
We must fight! I call upon the warrior mother.
Avatar, Fire and Ash. Rated PG-13. Get tickets now.
Hey, Meta. Play long time.
Excuse me, where's the C train?
Hey, Meta, where's the C train?
It's 200 feet to the left.
I can make a big man do the running man. Hold on, let me show you the range. If you want the dance, then you gotta take a chance. Stand up, soldier. Let's go. Wait a minute. Why they ain't finished? Wait a minute. They thought I was finished. Wait a minute. Let's get back to business. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
PlayStation.
Cool, iPhone 17?
I switched to T-Mobile.
You get 4 iPhone 17s on them.
Wait, who's taking the picture?
At T-Mobile, get 4 iPhone 17s with their amazing cameras on us. Plus, 4 lines for just $25 a line.
Smile, it's an Elfie.
Wingstop lemon pepper all flats?
Lemon pepper, all flats.
Lemon pepper
tastes so good.
Wingstop lemon pepper all flats for Blake?
Seriously?
Wingstop's here.
What would you do for a Klondike?
When I met Jennifer, that was it. We didn't leave each other's side from there. We were together for almost 16 years before she passed. So
they were starting that home journey process right before she got diagnosed with cancer.
You know, I had to do a lot of rebuilding and getting to the point to where I could buy a house again.
Marquis and his brother have a company that focuses on developing camouflage for hunters.
As of today, you've reached your goal of $50,000.
Love for your cat can get lost in translation.
It's actually from the both of us.
But with wellness appetizing entrees, real shreds of chicken and fish, and delicious protein-rich recipes, it's the kind of love you both understand. Wellness pet food. Feed well, be well. Protein-rich recipes. It's the kind of love you both understand. Wellness pet food. Feed well, be well.
Alright, I had to write something. Anyway, I think all the viewers are gone, but that's okay. Oh, shit, okay. I'm back. Oh, you left. I was writing something. It's okay. Oh, you're still here. Okay, I'm not trying to send you anything bad, but okay, you're young, I see. You don't have to DM me. I'll say fast, though, something. Basically, I guess I should write this Reddit post for, like, my younger viewers, but I guess, let me see here, how can I say this? I got a job now, so I will stream when I'm not working. So I will be streaming much less, but that's okay. But that's okay. I guess as long as you are subscribed, that's fine. And you can just chill when I'm streaming if you want to. All good. And then another use of my stream is you can play video games and have me in background. But anyway, I'm just streaming my relaxed time. I'm just streaming my relaxed time when I'm not working. Sadly, I have to work a job, so I can't stream full time, you know? Oh, nice, cool. I just do YouTube for fun. I have a job now for money. So I just do this for fun when I'm not working. But I am planning to keep making videos to slowly grow. I recently had one daughter. She's 2. I got a new GF. I'll probably have more kids soon. I'll probably have like one or two kids. I'll probably have 1 or 2 more kids, but the other girl, is she's not my girlfriend, but anyway, YouTube is safe. You can just watch when oh wait, I'm not even typing in it, or am I? I'm not even really typing in it, huh? YouTube is safe. You just watch when online. Yeah, I'm doing my best. I think you said you don't have a Discord. Wait. You're even under 12? Wow. Anyway, be safe. Your parents are probably doing good, keeping you safe. Anyway, let me see. But I guess lots of kids use YouTube. Yeah. So I'm just gonna watch someone else. I probably go to work actually in like 1 hour. So I'll just stream for 1 hour, just watching someone. Then I go to work. But I guess when I was a kid, I was pretty smart. Now that I think about it, like I was really smart when I was like 10 years old. I guess kids get pretty smart, so it's just like I guess kids can watch YouTube and like it's not like you're stupid or anything. You just watch whatever fun stuff you want to watch. All right, I'll
Like,
check out that.
with your podcast, it's like if I don't get my way, I'm gonna go into your podcast.
Oh, but I'll say this though. So I'll say I am planning to do fun political debates in the future. If you know what debates are. But it's hard to get people to do it. As in, I'm trying to debate Destiny or Vosh. Like, but, you know, I guess I need to get more famous to debate them. But, you know, that'll be fun if I'm ever able to debate them. But that's what they're doing right here. They're like talking to each other and like debating and stuff. I guess we'll watch this.
Wants you to hear? Let me tell you what's actually going on, okay? Me and Moo, we're streaming, we're looking, okay? They're saying, hey, there's going to be the Olympics again. I was like, okay, what, the Eagles Pepe shit? And they're like, yep, we're going to do it. I was like, okay, cool. So what games is it going to be? And we go and we pull up the fucking list of games, and I shit you not, it's like fucking speed runs of games that nobody gives a fuck about for like half of the fucking shit going on. And we're like, why is...
Oh, my bad. I keep doing that. My bad. Okay, that was an accident. I keep doing that on accident. So, I actually turned on both volumes. And when I turned on both volumes, it messes it up and it makes it really bad. My bad. So, I accidentally turned on both volumes. Oopsie. So, I gotta remember not to do that because it makes it all messed up. All right.
Correct, it fucking hurts. You're so wrong.
Okay, I don't think I am, actually.
Yes, you are, okay?
Nope.
So, the original plan was actually to do exactly what you're saying, that we poll chat, and then that's what we're going to do. I don't know where the fuck Rinlux is. He's supposed to fucking poll chat right now, but bro is not here. We have an entire doc for it right now. We're supposed to pin that for 3 days.
All right, Types, I trust your thing. Go ahead, tell me what's going on.
No, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
I know, I'm listening.
So, I'm adding Destiny in chat right now. I have the screenshots of what it was. Oh, never mind. I just got fucking banned. Nice job,
So
Brinlock.
cringe.
Kill yourself.
He has mod, by the way.
I have... No, I don't.
No, he does.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck? I just got so sidetracked. I just got fucking stun locked. Oh, yeah. I had screenshots of like what the thing looked like before. It was like 30 options, and
Wait,
then
what
it
is the
had
thing?
a
Wait,
little...
is the thing the poll or the doc or?
Yeah, it was the poll, but then we edited it because we wanted to do a set amount of games for some reason. It was a decision. I just didn't like it that much.
I'm so okay. So
but the original, the idea that this was a whole thing that we go and we fucking 8 votes. I don't know where that came from. I think that's
okay. I heard a thing that was said that there was some random Discord where people did a poll.
That's bullshit. So it was essentially just we were in a call. We didn't, for some reason, we didn't really want to do the fucking like 40 like options.
Call?
Yeah, we were in like a whole fucking call. Yeah, but it wasn't like, oh, everybody has a vote. We're doing this like secret cabal shit, right? It was just like, okay, how do we do this? Blah blah blah, and we kind of decided on that. I wasn't like, I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid. Celeste and I think Age of Empires would probably dog shit, but whatever. We decided on it, but I mean, we're trying to fix it now, so fuck it.
Oh. Wait, so what?
So this whole situation came about because Dan got upset because Celeste was on the list and
Yep.
freaked out on Paji, and when
not really.
Paji was
Nothing
being
was
professional,
finalized.
told Dan, "Hey, let's talk about this off stream." Dan forces the issue and goes, "No, we need to talk about this right now on stream. What's wrong with you, you fucking
That's how
retard?"
you get answers. Everyone knows that's how you get the truth of what's going on. I was right. I am right. No one.
No, you're
you
fucking wrong as usual.
No, I'm correct. In fact,
Let him
I'm
talk.
always right. Okay. This
No,
game,
you're just like butting in.
Let him talk.
I don't. I see these guys. They're afraid of the truth. They're trying to drown me out with their European screams, and there's nothing I can do. You
Hey,
know?
retard. Hey, retard. Do I
See?
sound European? Dumb fuck.
I think you might be getting it from osmosis
Yo,
right
can
now.
you stop calling us European, please?
I agree with insulting Europeans. I'm not one. I don't know why you're calling me that.
This is like the white race savior Twitter account being exposed by being in like Pakistan or India or something like that. That's what's going on right here. It's, I hate those guys. They're the fucking worst. That's you right now.
Okay.
I hate the
Okay,
Europeans.
So do we want a quick recap? This all was just like irrelevant stuff. It was a little bit of Paggy autism where like he can't have like just a spitball idea conversation on stream, but it's also just a Dan, like, if I don't get my way, if you don't let me win, I'm unplugging the controller. That's literally just what
That is definitely not it. I was criticizing you, which I love to do because you guys were doing autismo stuff that was worthy of being criticized. That's it. 100% across the board. You guys enjoy certain games. You enjoy Age of Empires. You enjoy Celeste, and you put that on there.
Right?
Hey, Dan, guess what? If it was up to me, I wouldn't put fucking League there. Who gives a fuck about League? Okay?
Yeah, like if this was DGG focused, we'd have Factorio speedruns, but obviously that's not the point of this event. Let's ask Destiny. Destiny, what do you think is going to be a better event? Two prominent DGGers racing in Celeste. They may not even play the game before, so they may be new to it, fumbling about, acting like retards. Or two DGGers doing like StarCraft, which is a dead fucking game. Or is the answer that we need more context?
Probably would need a little bit more context.
Obviously,
I feel
like the whole point of this event. The whole point of this event is like to be like a Tyler Warren versus E-Rob. Like they play multiple games in a row. Some of them they may not be even like familiar with. That's kind of the fun part. What would be really fun is like two different people having like rush to install like a Super Nintendo emulator to beat a game that way, and that's like a DGG event. But Dan can't have like a civil conversation just saying like, hey, I think Celeste is bad, but that's all he had to say. You could have stopped it there.
No, I think a lot of these are very stupid options that you chose. And I think it's because you guys enjoy playing these games and you're trying to force them on the rest of us. Like, you can't say, oh, how fun would it be if everyone played Celeste? Okay, how fun would it be if everyone played fucking Rise of the Triad? Like, it's stupid. Like, you chose games that you guys enjoy and you're forcing it on everyone else. That's it. That's all that's going on. And even right now, you're talking over me because you're afraid of that being the case. But it's true. It literally is true. Like, it's a game that nobody has talked about.
So this is what this is, right?
Go ahead. Yes, there's only 7 of you in here versus me. Go ahead, talk over. That's fine.
How many people like in the last year have talked about StarCraft in this chat?
A lot more than the 60 people total over the entirety of all of DGG that have ever mentioned the word Celeste, and probably half of them are fucking misspelled trying to talk about something else.
That's probably true. But why are you so focused on Celeste? Why are you getting like one guide by fucking Celeste?
I don't think Age of Empires should be in there either.
I probably agree.
Okay, Hassan. Well, I'm glad that you probably agree. Well, I probably agree that maybe we should do fucking DGG games. That from DG. Okay, bro. Like,
voices.
Dan, we would love to have you commentate the Celeste run. Because you know what's going to happen now.
Then, may I chime in?
Go for it, so Pat. The Europeans are awake after all.
Is
Good.
Is it Paggy or Paggy?
The second one.
Paggy,
because it's Italian enunciation. But thank you for asking.
Thank you. Go ahead.
It's okay. Then I've been like criticized right after our debate, but it's not really a debate. I thought of it more as a conversation. I understand that I might have come off as maybe shutting you down, but that wasn't really the idea of it. And I understand that the form didn't come out correctly. We had to add the box where suggestion could be made, but that was the idea of it. I wasn't shutting down the idea. My plan was on staying on stream for like 2 minutes, literally, because especially because I've never spoken in public like this, like on stream. So my idea was just getting on there, like I told Mutton, because I spoke with, as I told you, and as probably Mr. Mutton told you, I already spoke with Mutton about the event or how I would like you to, and then you and Mutton to be part of it. I understand. I mean, some other VGGers, they like me picked apart the way I said things and the way you might interpret it. I wasn't meaning to shutting you down and telling you, no, we're not considering your stuff. It was more about if you send me like your ideas. I told you to send me the ideas because so I can flesh them out with other people. Because we have a team of people that, okay, this before putting in the poll, you should maybe flesh the idea out. Otherwise, people like, what is the category? How much time do you have left? How much time do we have before Destiny starts streaming? Because the event has to be constructed around Destiny streaming schedule. We've been in contact. I'm not name dropping, but we've been in contact with people behind the scenes that I feel like I have to be very professional with. I need to be precise. How much time is this going to take? I cannot go there and say, oh,
I'm telling you right now, I just want to pause. Okay, quick pause in the air. The 1 HP voice does nothing on me at all. I don't care. I'm fully erect right now. It has no effect. I do not care. It's not what
you do not realize this. I have been speaking today for like 6 hours. It's okay. It's not 1 HP voice. It's my natural voice. Okay.
It's also a second language, Dan. Am I right?
No, it's okay. Just keep bullying chatters, Dan.
No, okay. No, I honestly, then as I told you, I've got nothing against you. As I told you previously, you can go through my chat logs. You can. I am a fan of yours. But it's okay.
What does that have to do with what we are talking about? What does this have to do with what we're
you think
about?
I wanted to ostracize you from the event? That is not the idea. I just
wanted
to not discuss it.
Where is this coming from? No. You know what
just
this
think
is?
your criticism could have had a better
I'm
approach.
being gaslit right now. I am Anne of War.
In a cooked up style.
I am right now. You're gaslighting. You are. You guys did not do a vote for what
You're right.
games-
I was hired by Hassan.
Okay, go ahead. Keep talking. You are.
Hassan,
See, they're afraid of what I have to say. They're afraid of the truth, so they keep talking over me.
I'm paid by guitar.
Okay. You guys did not put up a full vote for what games should be in the Yi versus Pepe Olympics. You didn't. You did some sneaky fucking Discord cabal shit where the games that you guys got...
You, bro.
Go shut the fuck up, retard! I let you guys fucking talk for an hour. Shut the fuck up. You know how to keep your mouth shut? I know normally there's a cock in it. Now, keep it shut.
Oh,
okay?
Homophobia now?
Jesus, fuck. You guys have your little private fucking Discord, and you come out and you're like, guys, guess what? We're very transparent and open. The game selection is open. So we have Celeste and Dark Souls on the 27th for the speed run. Then we have Age of Empires on the 20th. It's like, fuck you. No one chose this fucking game. You guys came in here. You're forcing something that's supposed to be a fucking community event of games that we fucking play, of stuff that we fucking care about, and instead you guys have put your fucking dicks in there because you're like, I love Celeste. I want to make sure that everyone watches me play a speed run for 6 hours and see how good I am. No one cares. No one wants to see. And you guys are all full of shit. You're full of shit. You didn't do a real vote. You're a fucking central planning 8-vote bullshit is how Celeste got there. Fuck Celeste. And fuck Age of Empires. And fuck you guys for trying to retcon this shit.
Bro, so true.
Two things. First thing, this is like you're repeating some of the same arguments you were saying previously. Like some.
Yes, that's what happens when the arguments are correct.
Okay.
You do repeat them.
No, I already
in Dan's favor, so he already got his way.
I already pushed back. We're not. You told us these are your games. I checked. I've got like 50 minutes on the game. This is not my game, and also the members of the committee are not runners. I'm not going to be runners. I already told you this. So there's no personal. It's not my favorite game. Jesus Christ.
Why are these games selected?
Wait, can I
gives a fuck about
we understand them. We can easily broadcast it. That's a part of it, right? Do you know how to fucking broadcast Peak? Right? That's on the fucking new list. Do you think we know how to fucking do Peak Olympics? That's retarded. We know how to do fucking the Olympics that we set up with that.
Why is Celeste on the fucking list?
Who fucking cares?
I do. I'm asking you. I want to know because it's central planning. Yeah, because Kane fucking put his fucking finger in the scale. That's why.
Hey, retard! Stop talking. Paji fucking said that Kane begged for it, so we said, okay, fine, fuck it. Who cares?
There we go. Okay, good. So now we're getting to the fucking bottom of what's actually happening here. You guys in your fucking Discord cabal came up with a list of games that this is unironically though. This is what happened.
Yes, we're all behind the scenes. We're coming.
So basically, I'm correct, but now you've moved on from the you're correct to like, why are you so mad, bro? Like literally, I'm dealing with fucking communists here.
Why weren't they organizing the Olympics instead?
What? So now it's like, well, if you don't like it, do your own, okay? If you don't like the way we're doing, okay, sorry. I didn't know that we're not allowed to have criticism here. My bad. No, sorry.
You're allowed to.
Your criticism fucking sucks. You're just projecting.
Really? Wait. Can we just? Okay, wait. Let me just hold on. Let me just throw this in here, and you guys can. So
I'm about to get fucking shit on by Destiny because it's fucking topical. Go ahead.
Well, Go ahead. I don't care. So it sounds like the issue is that there was a list of games floated, and where this list came from and the interest in the games on that list might not be that high in all DGG. But it sounds like one side is saying like this is just a list that was floated on from a group of people talking, but this wasn't like the final list. Nobody was like.
Oh no, it was the final list. There was dates being chose for those games. Do not let them lie to you. Weasley little fucking liars. You like I can go ahead and post it again in the chat. Tell me right now if you feel like this is a fucking list that was we're open to suggestions for games, or if this is fucking decided.
If I open this list at the bottom, it says suggest a game here, Dan.
I don't
what
know
the
why
fuck,
you guys
dude? You guys are
Kane and anything. Kane's a control freak and a weirdo. Kane shouldn't be allowed to be in charge of anything. You guys should. I don't even know why you guys are doing this with.
This is like, hey, vote for your next president. No, you can just put something at the bottom if you don't like it.
Reasonable.
Can I say something?
Kane's not a reasonable person. He literally.
Wait, I want to ask Darius a question explicitly.
What do you want, bitch?
We wanted to do League. We were wondering if you would host it. By the way,
please no. I already told you.
In this call, so yeah, of course I would. I'm the highest rank here. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we wanted. We thought you would be a Kino choice for League if you could.
Bro, it's gonna be
just let me know about that.
You are literally lying to my face, and this was even posted days ago as well. Posted days ago. Yeah, just fucking.
I'd like to clarify a couple of things. There's like two aspects. Where do these games come from? We ran a poll during the last duel. The party went well.
8 votes, by the way. How many people were in your Discord group chat?
You're so retarded.
How many people in the Discord group chat? Fine. How many people are in the Discord group chat? How many people in the Discord group chat? Tell me, how many people in the Discord group chat? You won't answer. How many?
You do realize that we need.
I bet there's 8 members in this fucking Discord group chat.
You do realize that
we ran into after the last event that you probably know nothing about because you don't know anything about DGG, you fuck.
Are you kidding me? I was there. Oh, hold on. You better back the fuck up because I was there trying to rig the last fucking Pepe Olympics, okay? Are you fucking kidding? Don't you dare.
Yeah, a trillion years ago, old man.
Yeah, for all of them. I was fucking here. Where were you?
Where was I? I don't know. I was probably fucking, I don't know. I was like freshman year
fucking a child? Yeah, you probably were.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised. Sure. You probably were. Yes.
Yep.
Well, you admit to it. All right, good.
Second aspect, we need to mediate. When we're receiving some games, we need to mediate on what games we want to bring. I'll give an example. The example I brought the other today was like even if we need to have, for example, StarCraft on, even if it's gonna get like 2 votes because of certain reasons. Because it's for what it represented for the community or whatnot. So there are like a certain reasoning behind it. I understand that I may have sounded like very passive aggressive in certain parts, although I mean I'd say you were like yanking my chain in a sense. So I didn't mean to just shut you down. Then that is like the gist of it.
Stop. This doesn't work on me. And it only works on the stupidest of DGGers. I don't care that you're nice and you're apologizing. It doesn't work. This is a fucking community of killers.
Okay.
Get your fucking game on or back the fuck up. No fucking weaklings in DGG. Pull your pants up and be a fucking killer. I don't care that you're sad.
I don't understand if you're playing. I don't understand if you're playing a character for stream or if you.
Why? This is the 3rd time that you've done this. I'm not playing a character. I genuinely think you're retarded.
I've only interacted with you on stream. I've only interacted with on stream, so I wouldn't know.
Destiny, is this a character that Dana's playing?
Nope.
Yeah.
So and also during
Let me see your
during our-
fucking war face. Come on. Let me. I don't want the. I'm sorry that you feel this way stuff. I don't interact well with this. Okay, do better. Okay. Let me see your war face, Paggy. Come on.
No, I mean, Dan, I've already told you I'm a fan. I don't. Why would I? Also, if you're,
Akaji, I'm sorry. I love you, buddy. I love you. I know.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I love you, but you were too much of a cuck to do this. Okay, you were just too much of a cuck.
Yeah,
right?
leave it to the pedophile to take your place. Okay, go ahead. What do you gotta say? Go ahead.
You're a fucking cunt. That's what I'm gonna say.
How many kids did you fuck on the way when you were thinking of that insult? You got anything better than I'm a cunt?
Huh? What the fuck do you want me to call you? A pedophile? A Jew? Huh? I don't really want to be
anti-Semitic.
Racist. I'm not like
nice.
that.
Typical.
Right.
Typical anti-Semite.
Yeah.
Got it.
What the fuck do you want from me?
I want proper conversation and debate. You guys are dodging all
Then
of the
I'm just
here.
saying that you cannot you offer to like create a separate committee that you're gonna pay. This is something that should come from the community without paying us. It should be like a passion project. It shouldn't be throwing money out the wall. You can do that, but that is not the point of it. I think. I mean, if you're gonna
why don't we run Dan's game and see which one gets more like viewers?
Was Dan suggesting a game? What was Dan's game?
I was saying we should do games voted by chat. I know that's a fucking shocking idea when we're doing the Yee vs. Pepe Olympics, that it should be games that people are actively playing. And
no, you know
what? I'm wrong. Let's get fucking Celeste in there. That's a way better game.
We didn't
Hey,
exclude
retard,
that.
hey, retard, check the announcements in chat. What's that right now? What's that right now?
We didn't exclude that. I even told you that if some games would be polled poorly, would receive not many votes, we would have like a contingency plans. One of these contingency plans would be CSGO 2. The issue is that CSGO is really way more difficult to organize for a plethora of reasons. Yeah, I'm saying plethora just to trigger you. But, so
you understand the reason that there's a pinned message right now is because you guys had the fucking the central planning one pinned for 3 days before this, right? This isn't like the goodness of your heart that this new pinned message is there, right? You guys had the actual like central planning. We have decided on 4 games, comrade, and if you wish to suggest another game, there is spot at the bottom that you can enter in.
You do realize
That's
that you do realize that there's a reason why the committee is bound to be made up of fewer members. There's a reason for that because you work better. If you stop and ask for every single guy's opinion,
you sound stupid as fuck right now. Okay,
see, this
that
is your
doesn't make
hero.
any sense.
Okay.
Like that sounds elitist. Like, oh, we're this hyper cabal. See, Dan, part of the issue is that Paji doesn't know how to fucking communicate shit.
All right,
I'm sorry,
I'll let
Paji,
you talk.
I love you, but you just
I do
can't.
want to know how many people are in this cabal.
The cabal. There is
The
about.
Discord group chat.
I mean, I could check. I don't really know.
Wait,
I'd
hold
like
on.
to
Just
know.
as a quick interjection, it is ordinary and normal that you would plan things with a smaller group of people. I don't know why that's controversial or why that's an.
Oh, I'm waking it up.
Yeah,
to
but
the
people
point.
are going to
Stop.
react.
Hey,
with some other
Destiny,
You're
this is a
leaking
fucking
Dan's top secrets.
8v1 right now. I don't need the 9v1. Just shut
Well,
the
right
fuck
now it was
up.
a 2v1
okay?
versus Paggy. I'm just saying I don't know why
No,
it's crazy.
all these
that-
people in here
I
are
don't know why
fucking
it's
Euro
crazy
cucks.
that you'd have a smaller group of people planning an
fucking
event. That seems pretty
Canadian.
normal. Yeah.
Because the joke is that they had 8 votes for Celeste, and there's gonna be 8 of them in the fucking Discord. You dumb fuck.
Yeah,
and you
you
knew
keep
exactly
saying
that's
that,
why I
but
was
we
it's
know
asking.
how many
You
votes
keep saying
people
that,
win.
but it
Yes,
looks like-
because you told us.
But it looks like on
Yes.
the bottom. It looks like at the bottom of the thing they had a suggestion for other games. So are you saying that if they would have gotten 4,000 suggestions for a certain game, they would have ignored it and kept Celeste?
I said the opposite. I mean,
No, I'm asking Dan
I
and
know
the
you
other
don't
people.
know this.
No, I'm asking Dan and the other people because they're making it sound like Celeste was. That basically one of you guys made
Celeste
like
had a date selected
like a
for it.
blood
Yes.
sacrifice.
Yeah, I am saying that. You can, go ahead. This motherfucker. He loves the fucking debate. Fuck you,
Hold on,
Steve.
wait.
Well, go ahead. Pull it up. Tell me.
Aren't
Yes,
these events being
let's do it.
hosted literally like a month and a half from now?
Okay. Yeah. Why
Yes,
is there
and-
dates
and-
for these games that
Because
haven't been
my
decided
guess
yet? I
they're
want to
probably
know.
trying to
Do you
schedule.
think we can't edit it at
Yeah,
all?
These aren't like.
Oh, yeah. Of course they can.
Yeah, we're
Steve,
trying to
I swear to
schedule,
fuck, stop
you
fucking with me.
retard.
You're trying to
Because we-
schedule Celeste. That doesn't sound like you're trying to find games to do. It sounds like you're trying to literally fucking shove these games down people's throats. Okay, the conservative.
Dan, you
idiots.
realize that the last.
He's
event,
laughing, he
they
knows
got
he's
low
wrong.
viewers,
Oh,
so
I'm not
the
wrong.
Games aren't being played again.
What?
If the games get low viewership, they're not being played again.
Why
This
are
is
these
all
games
for
here?
viewership.
Why was there not
Because
a
we're
poll?
fucking trying something out. Are you retarded?
Why not
Yeah,
use
this is
so
like the
ask
second
people
event
what
they've
games
done.
there should be? Why not that?
We
Why not-
did.
They did. stupid.
Okay.
You're fucking retarded.
The ultimate thing is games are the worst fucking content. You could have a content where like 2 people make a new Twitch account and whoever can get mod in a girl's chat first will win. That'd be the funniest fucking content. Who cares who's the best at video games and DGG?
Just real quick, while that would be good content, don't do that because that's gonna be a real.
That is my game, by the way.
That's how is that not like harassment?
No, we won't do that.
I don't think that's a good
We're not
game.
doing that.
He thinks that's a good game, by the way.
That's what I would win at, so we shouldn't do that.
Good one.
But am I not wrong there, Destiny? The ultimate, who cares who the fucking best Yi versus Pepe video game player there is? We just want to fucking watch retards fucking go at it, fling shit at each other and laugh.
I just think there could have been better games chosen. That's it. And I think that
And
you guys
you
had your
got
finger.
your way.
I think that you had.
Stop. Dan, did you submit a Google form?
Did I submit
Did you
the
vote?
Google form?
Just like you didn't vote for the president.
Let me
you did
repeat
not
the question
vote
so
for
I
a
have more time to
game.
think.
Are you asking if I made the form or if I voted in it?
I asked if you voted.
No, I didn't vote in this.
Also, Destiny,
So
did you
shut
vote
the
in it?
fuck up,
What
bitch!
do- oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. If
exactly.
you don't
Why are you
vote, you can't
crying?
criticize.
He didn't vote for the president either, by the way.
What do you guys say? What do you guys say when you hear somebody? Oh, who'd you vote for in the last presidential election? What do you say to them, Dan? Oh, you should shut the fuck up and stop talking. Then are you dumb, nigga? What's
Well,
wrong
it's
with
'cause-
you?
I mean, it's because Dan
Not
wanted
really.
to vote.
Nope.
We know that.
No, I didn't vote in this. First off, to be clear on this, you guys, if this
Crystal.
was the voting, you guys have already gone on here and you're like, who do you want to vote for? It's like you can have Kamala, you can have Trump, you can have this person, and then like Al Gore is like you have to write him in at the bottom type of thing. You did not like this shit
doesn't
right
work.
here. This is not a thing. There shouldn't not be dates for games. You should be like dates for the games of shit that's decided. Game number 1 will be on this date. Game number 2 on this date. But you don't. You're already saying we're gonna be doing Celeste. We're gonna be doing Age of Empires.
Dan, what do you want? Tell us. Be
I
honest.
want you to let chat decide what game play.
Okay,
Is
you
that
said
not
you
what
were
we're doing
doing
right
right
now?
now?
Something
Is that
crazy
not what's
for you to
happening in
know.
chat?
No, that's what you did days
Yes, that
ago
is
when
what's happening
fucking
in
Kane
chat.
put
No,
his
Right
finger on
now,
the scale.
there's a forum in chat, and it says choose. It says choose your game. That's like that's
Oh,
the
the thing that was
The Google form had a date. It's just decided. You can't change
Well,
it.
no, Dan, you just said what like somebody asked what do you want, and you said for chat to choose their games, and
yes,
I guess we've changed that, so now chat is choosing their games, and now you're still angry. So I don't understand what the problem is.
I'm not. No,
Okay, so
I
then
had
why
an
are we
issue
having
with
this
how
I'm
things.
not angry. I'm not angry. I'm not angry.
I had an issue with how things were until you guys got bullshitted and fucking cucked the fuck out to putting the new poll, which is how it should have been in the first place. It wasn't like this. You guys
Okay,
bitched
you
the
were
fuck
right.
out,
I'm
and
sorry.
now you had to fucking compromise to how it should have been in the first place. That's true. You did. You changed it.
You know
it
what?
wasn't like
You-
this.
And you could have said all of this just very nicely. You could have been like, "Hey, you know what? I kind of really disagree with you," and we would have took your input in fucking spades, right? We
I don't
would've
need your
completely
fucking.
changed
I
what we
don't
did.
need to have my input taken into consideration. Just don't do
Then
this
kill
fucking
yourself. I
sneaky
don't know what you
shit.
want me to say.
Don't do
Sorry,
sneaky
that's
shit where you guys like want to play a certain game and you force it on everyone else for DGG Olympics. Don't do that. And then don't
Cool, I
lie
agree-
saying it's
I
not the
agree
Yi
with
versus
you.
Pepe when it's fucking titled Yi versus fucking Pepe Olympics. Like all
I
you
agree with you.
All you've done the entire way is lied
Dan-
every step, and then you get
No
slipped up and
lie.
you move on to the other
Pepe
thing.
Olympics.
What's
Dan
lie?
cares
What's
about the
lie?
Yi versus Pepe Olympics. That's why he's been here for 5 years, and that's why we haven't had one in the last 3 years, because he cares. He cares so much about the goddamn Yi versus Pepe Olympics.
Well, when
that he
it's
hasn't
done,
had
I don't
one in
want
the
you
last 5
fucking
years.
retards
That's why
fucking
he
it up so it
cares.
never
He
gets
cares.
done.
Number
I don't
of
want you guys
DGG
fucking it up. Yeah.
events ran by Dan.
Literally nobody complained
Zero.
about Celeste until Dan brought Padgy on stream and started
We
fucking
threw!
verbally assaulting him. There's no reason. Bro,
Dan
we're
could
just
kiss
trying
trans people,
something.
honestly.
Okay, I don't. You guys are like majorly in full cope mode. You're trying to do a game that no one wants to fucking do. Now it'll be a meme. Like I don't give a shit on like
Thank you, Dan.
if you guys play Celeste now. I just think it was fucked up that you didn't actually do any games that people
Okay,
in DGG actually
so
give a shit about.
how
no,
many Google Sheets
no
got filled out
expedition
with the complaint that Celeste was on the list? How many? Because I
Well,
bet
you
none
can't
came in.
submit a complaint on the sheet, right?
There was something you could type. You could type, "Hey, fuck this Google Sheet." Nobody
the one
complained
the one
until
that you
Dan
fucking
started
edited at the
complaining.
bottom that
original one?
says suggest a
Because
game.
remember,
here,
if you
Dan.
didn't get it right the first
Got it.
time, you're in the wrong.
This is
Yeah,
like
fuck
insane.
you, Padgy. Stop trying to fucking schedule events, asshole.
You guys are delusional. You're like, well, if you don't like it, just fill in a comment form saying what you want. Like you guys have already put
Yeah,
the
because,
games here.
because
It's, like,
then
already decided.
we've got people that manually see read every single application and like schedule stuff. We filter stuff out.
You
So,
guys
yeah.
are This is a challenge because there's so much autism from you guys right now. I'm finding it difficult to
Okay,
take it all in.
I'll try not to be mean then. I'm hearing that word too much. I'm just trying to be precise because I need to be. I cannot go to people they're getting paid, they're being professional, and giving something generic. Oh, Dan wants to do the connection game. He doesn't know how long it's gonna take.
I have a screenshot breaking news from a.
I have
a screenshot.
You finish.
You don't want this screenshot coming out, do you? That's okay. Go ahead.
Do whatever you want. Just let me finish.
I want to see it.
I'm just saying that given the feedback, we have been given some feedback since the duels. Some of this feedback was, you should probably aim to have something that you can rehearse. You giving ideas is good, but you're giving me like very generic ideas. I need you to.
My idea is to let the community choose, and I happen to have the original form. Here is the original form before you edit it. Yes, that's right. We have the original. We have the original. That's right. No more of this shenanigan edited bullshit that you guys have done. It's over for you.
Do you think there's a possibility then maybe I don't know since
Are you saying this is not the original form?
But it doesn't say like
lie right now to me, Kane, and say it's not the original form.
This is the original form. It doesn't
then
say like
fucking kill yourself. All of you guys kill yourself.
It doesn't say what? It doesn't say what? It doesn't say what?
It doesn't say like the games are finalized or what date the game is on the form.
Then there's like 8 people we need to keep constantly keep in check with each other. Like, for example, I need to speak with Futanari for the Excel spreadsheet that we have. I need to speak with Nathan for other stuff.
I'm sorry, I can't. This gaslighting is fucking. Well, yes, there is a form and it only has certain games, but it does not say that the form might not change in the future. Fuck off. You guys chose the games, and there was no.
You realize this is a return event? Like they could literally last minute just change all the games because this is not serious.
You guys are delusional.
Dan, I thought one of your biggest points is that you had dates for these games. Where are these dates? I thought this is where are the dates?
Food shops. No one gives a fuck what you say. I don't know why you're in here.
Because Celeste is about trans people. You just hate trans people.
Oh yes, that's why it's happening in here. Like of all the people I need coming in, Jesus fuck.
Bro, I just want to play XCOM, okay? Chill.
Alright, then stop fucking trying to snipe in chat with your fucking bullshit comments, alright? I'm out here trying to get fucking shit done.
So mad.
I mean,
that is where people go when they want to look out. They say he's
all
mad.
you're doing is going to cause an event to not happen.
Come on.
Not really. I mean, then what you're doing is like gonna cause some fouls probably in our community.
Check out these cool tactical moves.
But I don't. This is not really a challenge. It's more about, as I told you, you've got better stuff to do with your life. This should be about community members that want to, give back to the community. It shouldn't be about you flaunting money or, paying people to organize the event.
Well, no, it should have been about him flaunting money. That's how we should have got shit done.
What it should be is a community event, not fucking a game that Kane likes to play. I don't know where you guys are doing, and you forced it yourself. Fuck off. Fuck off. No amount of gaslighting is changing it. You guys are fucking... you're literally
just so it's clear. When Dan says it should be a community event, he means it should be a Dan event.
Any amount of bullshit memes you do, it does not change the fact you guys selected the games. You had no input from the community. Fuck you. Okay, that's it. That's all there is to it. I don't care. You can say whatever you want. You guys are full of shit. You chose the games. You put them up there. It wasn't like, oh, I can go and choose something else. It's like, what game do you want to play of this list?
We need a fact check. Celeste got 8 votes. How many submissions were there? Were there 10 submissions and Celeste got 8 votes, or were there 100?
45.
Wait, hang on.
No,
Rick,
sorry,
Dan.
So Celeste wasn't even gonna win.
Hey, Saltman,
but now it probably is.
Daniel Saltman, can you explain to me what 8 votes means?
I would have so much more respect for you guys if you just said, yeah, we wanted to play the games we wanted to do. If you don't like it, make your own DPG.
We do just want to play the games we want to do.
Okay, then be fucking honest. Stop lying every step of the fucking way. Like every step of the way, you're lying. It's like not the Evers Pepe Olympics. This never happened. This was the original thing.
We want you to commentate. We really want you to be a part of the event because we like you. You're like Bender from Futurama. You're like, we like to have you around, but when things don't go your way, you're like, I'm gonna go do it my own way with blackjack and hookers. But you don't actually go do it your own way. You come back because you keep coming back to the syrup. You can't help it, Dan.
Great quote.
Okay.
To be fair, that's Kane saying that. I don't
would
agree.
Would it be fair to say that of the 50 results, was Celeste the least selected one?
Yes, and it wasn't gonna win. It wasn't.
No, it
gonna
was
be,
not. It was actually
It
Age of
wasn't gonna be an
Empires.
event, but you got it an event, Dan.
No,
What-
Kane,
what-
you're wrong.
Like
It's
your
actually Age of
tripling down
Empires.
is gonna make people want to vote for Celeste. You do realize this, right?
No. I want to know what was the one that had the least amount of votes. Why don't you tell me?
Age of Empires and StarCraft.
Really? Because I have the fucking results, and all three of them are the same. You just got caught lying again. Again,
Where?
for the third time. I'm happy to post it into chat. I told you I had a fucking mole in your Discord. I don't know why you guys
You're
keep
just
fucking
wrong.
lying.
You're so
okay,
wrong.
well, I'm gonna post the fucking thing again. You guys are. It's embarrassing. I don't know who you think you're fucking dealing with here. This is not like. Maybe this shit works on fucking like.
Wait, post the thing.
the
Where's the
autism
thing?
or
Wait,
whatever.
post the thing. Post the thing. There's a factual claim.
That's it, right there.
Dan, why are you are you acting like we're the Gestapo? Jesus Christ, it's not hard to infiltrate us. We're DGGers.
Because Dan is the
if you
Gestapo, that's why.
if you want to take part, you just need to dedicate time. When I told you, you need to text me.
I don't want to take part. I am a food critic,
No,
and I'm criticizing
no.
your
Dan,
food,
look
and
at
you're
the
like, if you don't like it, make your own
Wait,
fucking
wait,
meal.
wait.
No,
What was
you're-
wait. What was the claim here, or what?
He said that Celeste got the least. Who knows?
No, I said it got the same as Age of Empires and
so wrong.
StarCraft at the
Look at
bottom.
the
The
thing.
worst
Wait,
of
wait,
three.
wait,
remember how I described
And
it?
then you said actually Age of Empires was the worst.
Wait. Who got? How many people were in this Discord voting or whatever?
This isn't the Discord. This is DGG.
This is DGG. Oh, okay. Wait, then why are we using? Because somebody posted an updated image.
And that's not my link.
Where it looks
That's
like
Dan's
the
link. I don't know
bottom
what the
two
fuck
were
this is.
Age of Empires 2 and StarCraft 2.
Yeah,
Did
there
I
you go.
not describe this perfectly at the
Oh,
very
this is
beginning,
probably
guys?
after they pushed it to chat to try and get more votes as of today. That was
It
before they
it's
fucked with it.
169. It's 169 responses.
Yeah, after they fucked with it and pushed it in chat. Yes,
Is
obviously.
kissing out.
After Dan got his way.
Wait. That's a problem. It's a problem to get more votes from chat. That's a problem.
You guys are all liars. I don't know what to say. You
It's
guys
a
are all
problem to ask.
fucking
You wanted us to ask
This is
DGG.
fucking
We
insane.
asked DGG, and
No,
then
completely
this level
wrong.
of
You guys are
cope is
insane.
unbelievable.
Every single time you have to go back on another lie every step of the way. It's so fucking crazy.
Bring me more. Bring me more Europeans. I bring me more. 10 is not enough. 10 is not enough. Bring me more. This is not enough. Bring me more. Bring me more.
This is literally just all of it.
I
Dan
want.
just
This
wants the
is.
attention.
This isn't even a fraction of the fucking autism I can deal with.
You need to be
Go ahead, more.
ousted from DGG, dude.
You
You're
need to
so
shut the fuck
obnoxious.
up.
No. He's
True.
already.
You need to go. You need to chicken McGo, dude.
Well, good one,
Food.
Food
Shut the fuck
Chops.
up.
That's so good, Food Chops. Make sure you're there to catch some fucking viewers later.
That wasn't supposed to be a bit. I'm just here to play XCOM, okay?
Gotcha.
I'm gonna backstab Destiny.
Yeah, you probably will.
Get a new bit.
I would put within a year.
Dan
Within a
owns you,
year,
bro.
I would put money on it for sure.
No,
Wait, what
I
the
will.
hell? I literally
I
said
will.
I would.
Dan owns you.
It's gonna happen.
I don't know. Regardless of me fighting with the people in this chat, they all hate you. I just want you to know that, right? Everyone in the
Yeah, I
call,
don't
everyone
about
else.
that.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't care
We
about
don't
that.
hate
I don't
Food
care
Chops,
about that.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you don't care. Because
I
even
defend
though
Steve
even though
because
they
it's
gi-
right, okay?
even though they give me shit, I've been here since the start, and you're just a fucking passerby. So I don't know why you're doing this shit, trying to think like you have any sway here. So I'd like to be in this position. You're just a fucking problem waiting to happen.
Did you catch all that, Destiny?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
I was spot on with my like Bender analogy, right?
Stop.
I don't think you
But
guys are
we
spot
love
on
you.
about anything. I feel like you guys lied about literally every
Oh,
single
get
thing.
this guy out of here. This
Every
guy's a
single
person.
thing.
Let's get a
Why don't
timeline.
we just go back
get a
and watch
timeline
the
of
VOD
events.
at this point? If we're just gonna
Okay.
argue over what happened.
Listen,
Who
let's
is
get a
this?
timeline of
Hey,
events.
how
So-
far can you shove Dan's cock down your throat, bud?
Dude, you're the one that's coming into his stream earlier and then trying to go back and lie whenever there's no fucking community vote for the fucking event. What are you talking about?
No. Just to be clear, I came into the stream only to talk about how Dan was being rude to Paggy. That was literally it.
I'm talking about like the organization.
You talk to me, you dumb fuck.
You see, listen, they're trying to bully you, and it's okay. It's a 2v10.
I literally talked to
It's
like
fine.
3 of you guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro.
Also, I'm pretty sure I was mainly arguing with Paggy.
G.
Cool. But listen, let's get a timeline of events, okay? So this started after the Chacha versus Sarki thing. Okay, then we decided to do the events with Persek versus Ninu and Sarki versus Kane. And then we decided to tackle on the Olympics. And from our previous experiences, we decided that it was better to pick games that we thought DG would enjoy, meaning StarCraft 2, League, Age of Empires, maybe. But we also wanted to spice it up a little bit, but we didn't want it to make it too difficult for ourselves because we have lives, we have jobs, and we're doing this completely for free for the community. So we decided to pick Celeste. Kane suggested it, but this was all our decision. We all voted on it.
It's also about varying on with the games, like the genres. So we thought of having like an entire day for RTSs, just because why not? It seemed like a good idea, and like Celeste was like your standard platform, 2D platform, very engaging, very complex mechanically, but you would need to prepare like mechanically. Yeah, exactly, because it's very difficult. It's challenging.
Yes, and I see people in chat saying "who's we." It's people who decide to step up and do the thing. Okay.
People who voted.
We're doing this for free. We are not taking any money, and we decided to step up, so we're doing it.
God, why do we gotta sound so fucking
we got permission.
I mean, we sound soy because I don't mean to. I don't
because
mean to.
you
No.
are. What are you talking about? It's because you are. You were crying because Dan was suggesting you have a vote for the games. What are you talking about? The entire origin of the argument.
Dan got his way.
I am not crying. Maybe I'll try to not come off as rude while saying this. I think that in Europe, especially Southern Europe, you're more respectful. I didn't know then. Then is all. No. Yeah, no, I understand this. Like Alfram, for example, other people in the community can like correct me with the messages I've sent, even the email I've sent Destiny is different. You don't just address someone you don't know like this, and you say it's cucked. It's how things are. Anyway, what else? Are there any other questions? Yeah, I know, Jody. I know. I'm not cucking out. It's more about being respectful. But you're saying cucking out just because you're applying your, American perspective on it or behavior.
This is not cucking out. To be clear, when Dan brings the heat, you bring the heat back. It's fucking easy. Instead of just going, "Hey Dan, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about everything."
Yeah, he doesn't want to do that.
I mean, with the call I had with Mr. Mutum went wonderfully. It was very gentle. It was very listening to me for 20 minutes straight.
You know what? I'm sorry. I have to throw Mr. Mutum under the bus. He was like, you know what? We'll do our own DGG Olympics with a prize pool. We'll just wait for these fuckers to fail and do it over. He's nice cop, okay, but only to your faces. Behind the scenes, he's an evil motherfucker. No, he wanted to sabotage you. I want you to know. He wanted to sabotage you. He was being like, how can we sabotage them? This will be fucking awesome and biblical. And I was like, all right. And I was like, do you want to say something? I'm not. Hold on. I am not.
Well, I'm going to call him out tomorrow.
Typical Dan.
Shut up.
Okay. We can pay. This is Moot speaking. We can actually. I'm not gonna leak Moot DMs. Just know that we have a good cop, bad cop.
Leak it. Might as well. I mean,
nothing burger.
Just leak it.
Nothing burger.
That's fine. I like the way.
It's like
everything
backtracking again. Yeah.
Then, if you want to do your own Olympics, then go ahead. Like we're. Still
I don't. I just want to criticize yours. Do you guys understand that? That's all I want to do. I want to criticize.
Then why don't you